step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, you beautiful people. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a stunning Tuesday. It's good to be with you this morning as we bring you that dose of feel good. And you know, while every show can't be as feel good as we want it to be, we certainly are going to be bringing you feel good vibes. But there are some very, very important topics that we need to discuss with you this morning. Zanele is also standing by in Joburg. Good morning, Zanele. How are you doing?
Good morning, my beautiful family. I'm amazing. How are you guys doing this morning?
So good, so good, so good. But we are entering a very, very important part of the year. Is that not right?
Yeah. 100%. And of course, Mzansi, you know just how important this part of the year is. As Ewan tells you, we always need to have important conversations. And this year, we are yet again not just celebrating, I think, the fact that we can come together as people from all across the world, but we are mobilizing in the name of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence worldwide. And each and every year, we acknowledge it from the 25th of November up until the 10th of December. And it is all about how, in fact, how we can just raise awareness, rather, around gender-based violence, but how we can actually mobilize action against it. And of course, like you said, Ewan, this is something that needs to be done each and every year. It is so important, and particularly in a country where our president has even called gender-based violence an entire pandemic.
Absolutely. It's happening in our circles, it's happening close to us, and it really is up to each and every one of us to take a stand and try and make that difference. And today we are going to be delving a little bit deeper into navigating abusive relationships and the steps that you can take. So we've got our panel of experts ready. They are here to guide you this morning. I'm really looking forward to that discussion, Zanele.
100%. And of course, South Africa, you know that we always need to let you in on where it is that you can find help. Because just like Ewan said, they are the people who are close to us, even some who are far, who are experiencing this very thing, because the statistics are the facts. And my lovely, if you unfortunately are somebody who finds yourself at the hands of gender-based violence, or you know someone who is sadly on the side of it, then my friend, there is a helpline that you can call, and it is 0800 150 150. That's 0800 150 150. And it can be today that you're able to make a difference just by sharing that number or possibly putting it to use for yourself and your loved ones. With that being said, this morning we are going to be jumping on into a whole lot of different things. Like you heard from you, and we got so many conversations that need to be had in the name of gender-based violence. But before we get to that, Ewan, you are the one who's going to be getting us into a little bit of a fashion poll, aren't you?
Hey, man, I'm going to run you through those options just now. It is a hashtag Tuesday. But before we get there, Zanele, what can we expect on social media? What do we want from our viewers this morning?
Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, so before we dress our Ken doll this morning, the lovely Ewan, we want to hear from you on social media, all in the name of this conversation around gender-based violence. My beautiful family, we always need to have these conversations with a heart that really wants to make a difference. And this is why, as we kick off 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, we want to hear from you on social media, hashtag Expresso Show, as well as those voice notes on 063 408 8863. What is it that you believe that we can do more of to combat gender-based violence, rather, in South Africa? What is it that you need in order for us to be able to truly say we are taking action and we are making the fight actually real in this country, so that we can get to a day where gender-based violence has ended and it is not anymore our reality? Do let us know, 063 408 8863, as well as hashtag Expresso Show on all social media platforms. Let's have this important conversation together, please, my beautiful family. Right about now, though, let's cross over to Cape Town as we continue your beautiful Tuesday morning.
And a beautiful Tuesday morning it is. It's summer, we are excited, and it's time to whip out your best resort style wear. Yes, it is Tuesday. You're going to help me pick the perfect look from the Willies Black Friday deal this morning. We got two brilliant options. I mean, we're looking for those pops of color. We're looking for linen. Definitely you can see your holiday in the Hampton maybe, baby. So here we have it. We have option one. On this side, have a look, a classic linen blend shirt, drawstring kind of trousers with faux leather flip-flops. Beautiful. This is literally the ultimate Hampton style holiday attire. It looks stunning and comfortable and breezy. And then option two, ladies and gentlemen, we have a textured cotton shirt. We have some casual deck shorts and the staple that keeps on giving, those structured white sneakers for a resort ready fit. So those are the two options we have. Option one on this side, option two on that side. And now it's up to you to get me dressed this morning. I would love to hear from you. You can just include that hashtag Willies Black Friday on social media. And then looking forward to see what you choose to get me dressed in this morning. I've got my favorites. I'm not going to let you know which one it is. And then also on this deal, plus there's really an incredible deal at Willies for Black Friday. 3 for 2 men's, women's or kids fashion footwear and accessories. That's up until the 2nd of December. And you get the lowest priced item free. Now that is a deal to get you into that summer spirit for sure. You can shop these offers at Woolworths, available in-store, online or on the app. T's and C's do apply. You can find them on their website, woolworths.co.za. But for now, log on to our social medias and let me know option one or option two.
Do you remember the very first day of December? Police was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
And with that, just a couple of minutes past 6 o'clock, let's quickly take our first look at what's making your major news stories on your Tuesday morning. Police Minister Senzo Mkhunu has reported a general decline in serious crime between July and September. Quarterly crime statistics released in Johannesburg yesterday indicate a 5.8% decrease in murders, a 2.5% drop in sexual offences, and an 8.8% reduction in aggravated robbery. Rape cases fell by just over 3%, contact crimes by 3%, and property-related crimes by 9.9%. Now, while acknowledging progress, Mkhunu emphasized the need for stronger law enforcement to sustain these gains, highlighting both achievements and areas requiring continued attention. And the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment has raised concern over the rising harassment of Cape Fur seals. Our spokesperson Peter Mbalengwa says reports of cruelty, including throwing rocks, hitting seals, allowing dogs to disturb them and feeding them for social media photos, are increasing, especially after recent rabies cases in seals. Now, he reminds the public that Cape Fur seals are legally protected and such actions are illegal, dangerous and punishable. Now, the department urges responsible behavior to safeguard both people and seals. Making international news headlines this morning, Israeli and U.S. officials suggest Israel and Lebanon are nearing a ceasefire agreement with Israel's cabinet meeting today. The proposed 60-day truce aims to end fighting between Israel and Hezbollah, involving an Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon and Hezbollah's exit from the region. The Lebanese army would reportedly increase its presence in vacated areas. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has agreed in principle, and Lebanese Deputy Parliament Speaker Elias Boussab indicated no serious obstacles remain, according to reports. And the European Union plans to provide 200 million euros to Morocco for repairs following the devastating 6.8 magnitude earthquake in September last year, the strongest since 1960. The disaster claimed over 2,900 lives and caused significant infrastructure damage, while EU-Morocco relations remain strained after the European Court of Justice suspended fishing and agricultural contracts over products from the disputed Western Sahara. Morocco claims the territory, while the Algerian-backed Polisario Front seeks independence, a conflict ongoing since 1975. And we'll end off with this story in keeping with what we are talking about today. Cape Town's Good Up FM kicked off its 16 Days of Activism campaign yesterday with a 5-kilometre walk along Sea Point Promenade, rallying men to tackle gender-based violence head-on. Now, under the hashtag Be the Change, the station's men are leading the charge to inspire action against alarming statistics, including over 9,300 reported rapes in just 3 months. Now, through themed programming, the station will be engaging survivors, advocates and organizations like Mosaic Western Cape and the Good Men Foundation to promote awareness and solutions. Now, from survivor stories on the morning show to highlighting shelters like Sarki Bartman Center, the campaign will equip listeners with tools to combat gender-based violence. Business manager Masitole Madingane, his words really hit home. If not us, who? If not now, when? Let's make the most of the 16 days of activism. That's where we leave your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. We'll have another round for you at 7 o'clock. Right now, my man G is standing by with a look at your sports.
Thank you so much, my friend. A very good morning. Welcome to our first sporting bulletin of the day. And we start with an absolute cracker this morning. 13-year-old cricketer Vaibhav Suryavanshi, or Vanshi rather, made history as the youngest ever cricketer ever sold in an IPL auction. 13 years old, outshining some veteran fast bowlers Bhuveshwar Kumar, Deepak Chahar. The left-handed batter and spinner from Bihar was bought by the Rajasthan Royals for $130,000 during the record-breaking auction in Jeddah, having entered at a base price of 35.591. Now, he's had a rapid rise, including a domestic Ranji debut at just 12 years old, and then selection for India's under-19 squad, where he impressed up against Australia. Incredible. Watch that space. Well, let's stay with cricketing news now. And India produced a dominant display to crush Australia by 295 runs. That was in their first test playing out in Perth, securing a historic victory in so doing. So chasing an improbable 534, Australia was dismissed for 238 late on day 4, despite a resilient 89 from Travis Head and then 47 from Mitchell Marsh. Jasprit Bumrah led the charge with figures of 3 for 42, taking 8 wickets in the entire match, with Mohammad Siraj adding 3 for 51 in a clinical bowling effort from the team. Now we turn to motorsports, and Formula One have announced an agreement in principle with General Motors to introduce a GM Cadillac team as the 11th entrant on the grid in 2026. Very interesting. So after a year-long evaluation, GM, in partnership with TWG Global, demonstrated some significant progress and then confirmed plans to join as a team and eventually as an engine supplier. Further updates on the application process are anticipated, but very exciting. Likewise, whenever we mention his name, we get excited in the world of golf and elsewhere. Tiger Woods confirmed yesterday that he will not be participating in the Hero World Challenge. And that's from the 5th to the 8th of December in Almaty in the Bahamas, now extending his competitive hiatus. The 15-time major champion who hosts the event, in fact, was expected to take an exemption spot, but remained sidelined after undergoing micro-decompression surgery in September. So Woods last competed back in July, missing the cut at the British Open. So I think fans heartbroken to see him, or not see him at least, in this new format of golf. But I have a feeling he will, as he always is, be back. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's get our first dose of Tuesday morning weather.
Thank you so much, G. Let's have a look at what's happening in the weather. Indeed, this morning, unfortunately, it seems like there are some severe alerts all around South Africa. So listen properly. South Africans should brace for a day of challenging weather with warnings for severe thunderstorms, strong winds, damaging waves, fire danger, and heat waves across several regions. These conditions could impact infrastructure, property, as well as safety. Residents are urged to stay alert and take precautions, especially in areas prone to extreme weather. with persistently high temperatures expected in parts of KZN and Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga, as well as Limpopo. The heat wave is a major concern. For full details and specific region updates, visit the South African Weather Service's website, and you should be able to keep yourself up to date 100%. Right about now, we want to get into something that I absolutely love. When you show us how it is that you're waking up, what does it look like when you look outside? We always ask you to snap a young picture and send it through to us, 063-408-8863. And this morning, it is a huge shout out to Samaya from Wynberg in Cape Teasy, Falshizi. Samaya, my lovely, thank you so much for this. And I love it because it just shows you that there's still beauty. Even when the sun is not shining, you are able to see those beautiful gray clouds come through and allow a little bit of a picturesque vibe to happen over there in Cape Town. So thank you so much. And I hope that it doesn't rain too much in terms of how dark those clouds are. You as well, Mzansi, you got to come through in the name of your country duty, what I call it. It is 063-408-8863. Show us your sunrise view this morning. For now, though, let's check out what's happening with your temperatures.
Nice chilled day in Uppington today. Only
Very
31
much. Just make sure you
degrees.
take something warm when you step outside this morning.
We'll keep you warm from the inside, don't worry. No, we do have an inspirational show for you this morning. We love a Tuesday morning because we've dealt with the hard yards on the Monday. We've made it through the gateway, and now we can embrace it. And of course, we're embracing some incredible content today. We joke about the seasons. Well, one thing that we do try to stick to is our seasonality when it comes to our fruits and veg. And we've got some beautiful, crunchy seasonal veg to sink our teeth into literally this morning.
That's the perfect kind of side dish.
Yeah, the crunching going on all around.
There's a lot of crunch. And then, listen, completely off topic, or not off topic, but away from crunchy vegetables, Haroon Peterson, he's phenomenal. He's going to be representing South Africa on the international powerlifting stage. I mean, look at that man. I'm sure he gets all his strength from that beard as well.
And his crunchy seasonal vegetables,
and his
you
crunchy,
don't know.
He eats his crunchy seasonal vegetables, that's for sure. So stick around for that story. He's also going to be giving us a bit of a demo. I mean, this is insane power.
Levels.
So stick around for that. Levels after the break. We'll see you just now.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
It's a Feel Good Breakfast show indeed. Why? Because you are here. You're the highlight of every day that we have with you, okay? And this is why we make sure that we only bring you superstars. I want to tell you about this guy. Yes, you just heard about him from the guys in Cape Town. He is someone who only started doing what he's doing right now 2 years ago. And already he's taking over, having claimed African and Commonwealth titles, my lovely, as well as doing the things that need to be done to not just be a social activist, but also an incredible power lifter and one who is truly showing that it is never too late to make your dreams come true. But on top of that, honey, you're able to take yourself from absolutely anywhere to the top in just 2 years. Everyone, please can we welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is none other than Harun Peterson. Harun, you superstar, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. And yourself?
Amazing, thank you. Harun, I'm looking at all of these medals and just these beautiful trophies. Well done. Congratulations. In just 2 years, I can't believe this is it. And you said the medals are just from 2024, right?
Yes.
Who, like, what are you? Superman? Like, oh my goodness. Harun, speak to us because, you know, it's not all the time that people take up something so new in their lives, you know, later on in life. Talk to us about what motivated you to go into powerlifting.
So, look, I think it was a little bit of just leaving a mark in history in South Africa as well. So later on in life, I discovered powerlifting and I fell in love with it. So one of I think the sobering aspects of it was that I didn't realize that I was going to achieve so much so quickly in the sport. And that just kept me driven and kept me wanting more and more and more. So from 2023 to 2024, we saw myself going from a provincial and a national champion to a international champion. We have won medals for South Africa in the Commonwealth, in the African Championships, Africa, Asia, Pacific Championships, and also managed to go to the World Championships this year to represent South Africa in Lithuania.
So essentially you shocked yourself as well?
A little bit, because I think the goal for the year that I set out was just to reach my South African colours, which is Protea colours, and that was only the first stop, and thereafter we've done 4 international competitions since then.
That's incredible, Harun. That is out of this world, actually, and it's not something we see every single day, you know, and people would possibly look at these and be like, okay, cool, it looks like it's on smooth sailing for this guy, but we know that no journey comes without challenges. What has been your biggest challenge in you going into powerlifting?
I think the biggest challenge in the sport is affordability. Unfortunately for all of us in the sport, we are self-funded.
Okay.
So when we go and represent the country, we're paying for entry fees, tickets, for travel, for accommodation. So it becomes quite an expensive exercise when everything is actually just coming out of your own pocket. So there have been a few organizations that do step in and help out with sponsorships during the process.
Amazing.
But as I stand now, I'm busy already getting ready to go to Germany next year in June to represent South Africa again in the powerlifting. I still have to qualify through the South African Championships, but I'm confident I'll get there. But
Of
now
course.
the biggest challenge is actually being able to afford to go to Germany in June to go and represent the country again.
Oh my goodness. Okay, if anyone's listening, this man is looking for someone to sponsor him. I mean, look at the material, okay? We already see that you're a champion. And if you need someone to come and like help you carry your medals when you come back,
Definitely,
I'm available.
I think that will be cool.
All right, amazing. And Harun, I mean, with you even saying that, you know, it's very self-funded, I can imagine that that's one of the motivations that you stayed in entrepreneurship and are now juggling these 2 crazy titles.
Yes, it is. And also, look, I'm a big advocate for economic empowerment in South Africa. And also, I've started a recent venture where I've gone into real estate as well. So I'm trying to, you know, get as many avenues of income so that I can sustain not only my sport, but the professional life as well as the traveling especially becomes expensive. But it's also been an amazing journey to be able to share, you know, where I come from. My roots is from a little place called Mitchell's Plain in Cape Town. So being able to go out onto the world stage and represent the country on that level, it's an achievement in its own, but it's also inspiration to the youth back home to show them it doesn't matter where you birth from. It doesn't matter where your origins are, you can still rise to greatness, yeah?
100%. And, you know, with you being a social activist, I mean, I feel like you're doing your work through and through just by being an example, but also everything else that you're doing. You know, if you could just along with what you've said, you know, give a little bit of a message to all of those kids out there in Mitchell's Plain and all around South Africa who possibly, you know, might be having a hard time and believing in their dreams or not knowing that it's possible because of where they come from. What would you say to them?
I would say never stop working. It's one of the most important things for this particular sport is consistent work. So it doesn't matter whether you're gaining 1 kilogram or 100 kilograms in time.
Yeah.
Consistently put in the work and work towards bettering yourself. And you are your own biggest challenge every day. So stop looking around and focus inwards.
I love that. And speak to me about what the future looks like for Harun. You know, what is your ultimate goal as a powerlifter, especially having just started out?
I think the biggest goal for every powerlifter is to be the world champion. And that is one thing I aspire to. It is an extremely competitive environment because a lot of other countries have coaches and teams behind the athletes, where in South Africa we have to have our own coaches. I have a brilliant coach by the name of Rodney Anthony. He's been my support and my guide in the last 2 years, and we've seen myself going from a provincial champion to a national champion to an international medalist. So I think the work speaks for itself in the progress. But
Beautiful.
It's also just that it's not an easy journey when you're doing everything yourself.
And you know what? I'm glad that you've got your team, and this is why I believe that you will be the world champion one day. High five, Harun, but not too hard, ne? Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was soft enough. Harun, I'm so excited for us to see you do your thing a little bit later on, because Expresso family, he's not going anywhere. Apparently, he's going to be getting me to lift stuff as well. I'm not 100% sure about this. I don't know if it's in my contract. However, I'm going to be getting ready for it, and you need to get ready to see what this guy can do. Do not go anywhere. Right about now, my beautiful Cape Town family, do you believe I'll be able to powerlift with Harun? I know you guys believe in me.
Look, all I can say is start stretching now. Immediately.
I'm just going to, just in case, I'm going to get the medical team on standby, in fact, okay?
Baton! Guys, I can do this. I've got like guns, okay?
We believe in you. We do.
We have never seen you fail at anything, girls, so I have no doubt you're going to smash this. But just in case, we're going to go and cross to our friends at Pharmacy of the Week.
Definitely. The Pharmacy of the Week is where we salute our remarkable individuals leading that charge in healthcare. And today, we're paying a very special tribute to Redham Pharmacy in Tokai,
nice.
proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC sponsors of Brave.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
As a pharmacist in an independent community pharmacy, our role extends beyond dispensing medication. We offer guidance on everything from managing chronic conditions to daily wellness. We work closely with patients to ensure they understand their treatments and help them make informed decisions about their health. I chose to serve this community because I'm passionate about patient-centered healthcare, and I find it rewarding to help people achieve better health outcomes through personalized advice and support.
Pharmacist-initiated therapy allows pharmacists to recommend treatment for minor ailments without the need for a doctor's visit. In a well-established pharmacy like ours, we have the expertise to provide safe, effective care through pharmacist-initiated therapy, which can save the patient's time and reduce the burden on general practitioner.
This community is like an extended family to me. I've had the opportunity to build long-term relationships with my patients, getting to know their unique health needs and concerns. It's important to me because I can firsthand see how access to quality healthcare can change lives. I'm committed to making sure that everyone, whether they're managing a chronic condition or looking for preventative care, feels supported and empowered to take control of their health.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
Carenza Parisi, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
And we want to say thank you for your unwavering commitment and your tireless efforts to keep our commuters healthy and thriving. Our Pharmacy of the Week. Right now, we're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we jump into the kitchen. It's crunchy vegetables. Perfect side dish for whatever you are planning for this festive season. And then, as Zanella said earlier on, Harun is still with us in studio, and he's going to give us a bit of a powerlifting demo. Zanella, I do hope that you've been doing your stretches, because apparently she's going to get involved. Stick around for that and more after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, beautiful family. We are here to show you what it means to be an African and Commonwealth champion when it comes to powerlifting with Harun Peterson. And I'm so excited for us to get into this. Why? Because you know what? My doctor called me and they said, I can't partake. I have an injury, Harun. So I'm so I'm not able to. But that's why, you know, you're the one who's going to be showing us how this is done. And of course, it is all about how you earned yourself gold, my friend. I mean, from Mitchell's Plain to this huge, beautiful international stage, you can be so proud. And this is why I'm excited for you to take us through how it was that you did that exactly.
Okay, awesome. So this is just a demonstration of a squat. So generally, this is about 75 kilograms on the bar. So two 25-kilogram plates. The bar itself weighs about 20 kilograms. And then each collar is 2.5 kilograms. So basically what you want to look at doing is getting central in the bar with your back.
Yes.
So you see these two little nudge lines here is generally a guideline for where you want to place your shoulders before you get under the bar.
Okay.
So before you get into position, you check that you are actually in the middle of the bar.
Yes.
And then you stand up and you get into position. So generally in competition, you would take about 3 steps back.
Okay.
Get into your squat stance, so try and keep everything mobilized. So before you go down into the squat, you take 1 deep breath to brace your core. And then you're actually pushing into the bar like you're pushing into your back. So you stabilize your core. So before you descend, you are stable and your core is tight.
Yeah.
So remaining tight throughout the movement maintains the body stability and your core stability so you don't tilt or tip with the weight on your back.
Hectic.
So 1 deep breath.
Oh, that's why we always hear the deep breaths.
Rack. So
Yes.
generally you would follow a 3 command system. So you would then listen to the referee. The referee would tell you to squat
Yeah.
and rack. So you listen to the command in order for you to be able to achieve a good lift.
Amazing.
So the secondary one I wanted to demonstrate is just a deadlift.
Yeah.
So if I could just drop the bar to the ground.
Go ahead. And also, that was a very good squat I saw. That was very good. Well done, Harun. Yo, Batum. Yo.
So generally for the deadlift, you would get yourself into the center of the bar.
Yes.
Position your hands generally parallel to the ground with your shoulders. Similar principle, you breathe in, you brace, and then you pull the bar. And that's a simple deadlift demonstration.
Oh, my word. So, Harun, you're telling me you'd be able to deadlift me, essentially, because this is me, essentially.
Yeah, we get up to about 300 kilos plus on the bar. So for demonstration purposes, we only put 75 kilos on there. So
This is demonstration purposes. Like, okay, let's first be serious. You know, what are some of the misconceptions that come with powerlifting that people don't know about?
So I think one of the biggest misconceptions is they mistake it for weightlifting.
Okay.
So in
Fair.
powerlifting, we do what's called SPD. So it's the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Whereas with the weightlifting, they do a few different disciplines from what's called a clean and jerk to a snatch.
Okay.
So I think that's a lot of the confusion that sometimes happens within sports. But we're not an Olympic sport. But we're trying to become an Olympic
I was
sport.
going to say, don't you want that? Okay,
would
so
be
how far are
amazing.
we in that, in trying to get it to be an Olympic
There
sport?
is a consideration with the Olympic board to give us access as powerlifting.
Yes.
But I think one of the biggest goals for me for next year as well is going to World Games because I've been nominated since I've won the African Championships.
Amazing.
So hopefully we get to go to China and represent South Africa in the World Games as well.
I see it for you, Harun. And like I said, I can still come and carry some medals. You need to focus on this stuff, okay? But I was going to say as well that, you know, I'm very intrigued to find out, how do you know when something is too heavy for you? You know, because I've seen people injure themselves and things like that. How do you know when you're pushing yourself too hard?
So I think one of the important aspects of it is also practicing technique and learning to know your body.
Okay.
So your body will tell you when not to continue.
Yes.
You feel the stress, you feel the amount of weight becoming too heavy.
Okay.
But there's also mental barriers within the sport where you push your limits and you're going to push as hard as you can until your body doesn't want to anymore. So I think that's also just understanding your training where it comes to preparation as well as then understanding what your peak is, because what happens in different sections of your training is called power blocks. So there's different sections. So one would be where you work up to 80% of what you're capable of. And then the other one would be basically a peak section where you go to the maximum that you can possibly achieve.
Yeah, I just can't believe that this is a demonstration. I am a demonstration because this is me, essentially, so plus minus. But you're incredible, Harun. Congratulations yet again. We're so proud of you. And thank you for not just making Mitchell's Plain proud, but South Africa proud. And I know that next year is going to be a huge year for you. So congratulations in advance for becoming world champion and everything else in between.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harun. Oh, my goodness. Do you see the excellence we have in South Africa? This is why we say no DNA, just RSA, my honey. And I can promise you this much. We're going to be seeing this name all over internationally. Harun Peterson, thank you very much. Beautiful Expresso family, you need to make sure you don't go anywhere. Right about now, I need to go and check on my amazing Cape Town family. Remember, Cape Town, I told you I would have lifted over here and there, but my doctor called me in between the ad break, said, don't do it, you're still injured. So, yeah, thanks. All right.
No, I agree with you. Best look after yourself before the festive season kicks off officially. So I'm glad that you were just witnessing today. But I mean, from a personal trainer point of view, you can understand how important form is when you go into any kind of exercise. I mean, he demonstrated some incredible form there, even though it's light weights for him.
I'm just thinking the pressure on your heart as the blood pressure increases to what? I'd love to know the science, the maths, the physics involved in picking up that ridiculous plus-minus weight as the same as Zanele.
No, it's awesome. But listen, if you want to get there, you're going to eat your veggies, and that is what we're doing right now. So we're going to help you this morning to bring out the best in your veggies with today's recipe. We are roasting up a vibrant mix of seasonal vegetables with a crisp and flavorful side dish that pairs beautifully with any mains. It's going to be fun. So we got a lot of fun and colorful veggies here.
It's giving me main course vibes. I mean, you could just with a little twist.
You could.
This could be your main because it's covering so many angles. But I love texture. It's absolutely vital. And I think often when you go the veggie route, you run low on the flavor and the texture. Just don't overcook it. Embrace the quality of the produce. So let's dive in.
So you're going to make a little dip for us there, or sauce that's going to go with it. All right. So we got some fennel there. We got some lemon juice, and there's some mayonnaise. And what is that? Some Dijon mustard. And I'll start with the veggies. We got some celery. We got some radishes, carrots, and also some cabbage that we're going to go in there, which is the star of the show.
I love it. It's giving me slaw vibes, hey? This has got kind of like a slawy profile type vibe to it, which I'm perfectly okay with.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I want to tell you about the hero of our dish today. The new Clover Olive Pride cooking spray delivers an even non-stick coating that ensures your meals like roasted vegetables cook evenly and effortlessly. It really is a gem in the kitchen, and this particular olive oil flavored cooking spray is versatile and easy to use, ideal for cooking, frying, grilling, and even more. And the subtle olive oil flavor of Clover's Olive Pride non-stick cooking spray enhances that natural taste of your ingredients, bringing the beloved Olive Pride taste to every single dish. So here we go. So this is...
I just wanted to smell this before. How
it's like licorice, dude.
It is full on licorice. Do they make licorice out of this?
Must be. I'm sure that's where they extract the flavor for it, for sure.
But in you go.
Yeah, so I've got my veggies mixed up here. Now I'm going to use my Clover Olive Pride. We've got our oven tray, and we're going to just give this a nice...
And knowing how well this is going to add to the flavor profile, don't be shy, man. Be liberal.
And I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I feel that our veggies do need just a little bit of a
Go for it, dude.
Coating of this. I'm going to just do a little bit of that because we want that olive oil to just kind of sit on top of it to make it nice and crispy on the top. Oh, I forgot 3 peppers. That's horrible.
No one gets left behind.
No one gets left behind.
Well,
so
you are the chef, my friend. You could do it however you want it, okay?
Exactly.
It's your kitchen.
So we're going to throw it in here. Easy peasy.
Oh, I love this. And there's something about kind of roasting a vegetable that just improves, enhances the flavor. You get that nuttiness coming through. I would even like blacken it just a little bit, but you know, without overcooking the vegetables, because ultimately they're there for their nutrient content.
Absolutely.
Oh, beautiful.
So we're just
that
going to
looks
put
great.
a little bit of salt on there, a little bit of pepper.
Looks about the healthiest thing we've made.
Yeah, dude. And then you pop it in the oven and crisp it up a bit. You can find the recipe on our website as well, expressoshow.com, for all the details and times of how long you need it to put in the oven for. But up until it's crispy, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah,
you want that crispiness of the veggies still intact. You don't want a mushy vegetable when you eat this dish. And then when it comes out, you can dish it this beautiful little sauce
and it's got a bit of zing to it. Great,
on
man.
top of that, and then you can either leave it like that or you can add a bit of meat protein if you want. We've got some crispy bacon bits that you can put on there, because when I stepped to the kitchen I thought, man, what a lack of pasta.
That's actually
You know?
true. Hey, listen, push the boat out a little bit. I love that this can be taken in so many different directions. I'm thinking as a side with a really nice protein.
Yeah.
I think a fatty protein, because of it's got a nice acidity, it's got quite strong flavors, it'll cut through that beautifully. But I think this is one of the most versatile, beautiful veggie meals that we've ever cooked. Brilliant,
It's a win. That's it.
Yay.
It's a win from us. I love it. So on its own or as a side dish, I think it's a win-win either way. So definitely give this one a try. ExpressoShow.com. That's where you will find the recipe. And of course, don't forget our hero, our Clover Olive Pride. Makes everything so much better.
Try the new Clover Buttero and Olive Pride cooking spray. Perfect for cooking, baking, frying and grilling.
All right, so he's a great chef. A little underdressed, though. Not that you're complaining, I'm sure, but let's get him into some clothes, gang. Now, of course, it's your last chance to vote for Ewan's outfit for the day. Got some beautiful shades of blue. We're in kind of a soft blue mode this morning.
Soft blue mode.
You can vote for your favorite, and he'll put it on.
Yeah, man, I want to feel like I'm by the ocean at some very fancy resort this morning. So there's two options. Head on over to social media.
Resort Lux.
Yeah, Resort Lux. Let's get me dressed properly this morning, because Graham can't stand the way I look this morning. So there we have it. And then some music. We have a beautiful vocal Afro-pop jazz ensemble with us this morning. They're called Just Six. We're going to get to know them a little bit better, and they're going to treat us to a little bit of musicality on your Tuesday morning. We'll see you after the break.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel good show.
Oh, my lovely, you're about to feel so good this morning. Why? Because I told you, superstars, these are the people we bring you in the morning. And of course, I am talking about a group that is here to make sure that Christmas is so perfect, my lovely, because we are in festive season practically already, and we want to show you the best ways that you can enjoy. So I'm talking about Just Six, the Grammy Award nominated kings, the ones who are allowing South Africa to be known all over the world with their beautiful melodies and harmonies and everything else in between. And they are here to give you a Christmas show of a lifetime. I am talking about Ukisimusi, which is an African Christmas show. It's going to be happening on the 20th of December at Emperor's Palace at the Marcellus Theatre. And my love, I know I'm going to be there. The question is, are you going to be there? Let's get to know them a little bit so when you do go and watch, you know these guys a bit better. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome. It's Just Six. Hi, James. How are you guys? I'm amazing that when you guys introduce yourselves, you go, hi, Grammy Award nominated. Oh, my goodness. Rashaka, let's start with you, my lovely. As the person who put this beautiful group together, you know, what motivated you to do so and made you see the vision even?
It's just the love of singing. I just love singing, and I come from a church background.
Okay.
So that influenced me, the choral vibes. And I just picked a few guys, and I was like, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
And it's been 10 years, over 10 years now.
Yes.
And we still push it.
I love that. Thanks, Simon Cowell. Are you guys...
That was good.
But don't talk to me about this. You guys, you know, kind of describe your sound as Afro vocal play.
That's right, yeah.
Why is that? You know, why is that the perfect way to describe it?
Well, that's because we have kind of embodied instruments and we're Africans, so we are Afro vocal players. So our superpower is we emulate instruments. If you've been to our show, you'll see. But yeah, that's what we do. So that's why we are Afro vocal players, and we are the initiators of this Afro vocal play.
Oh, darling, pioneers. Come on, okay. My lovely, talk to us about this. Of course, we know that we're here to celebrate that you guys have got this iconic show that is coming, Ukisimusi. What can audiences expect when we do come on the 20th?
So the audiences can expect an African Christmas. And the cool thing about it is that some of the songs that we do, we composed and introduced some South African Christmas elements, like your Sunday best clothing, Christmas best clothing, and like your 7 colors meals, you know. So it would be interesting to come and experience something like that.
Okay, okay. And is it going to be like all original music, or are you guys going to be like incorporating some other stuff as well?
Well, it's a mixture of a whole lot of things. We do have some original Christmas music that we wrote for the project that we released.
Yes.
That was Grammy nominated. That's the project that got Grammy nominated.
Come on.
With an original song.
Yes.
So that will be there. There's also some Christmas hymns that we do, and it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun.
Beautiful. And how much are tickets? Where can we get them?
Tickets start from $150. You can get them from Ticket Pro.
Okay, easy enough. I like that. And I like the price as well. Easy on the pocket.
We start there. But you know,
and I like to kupuka, so maybe I'll, you know.
To the inner circle.
I love that. You can hear the notes better. You know what I'm saying? My lovely, talk to me about this beautiful Cape Town tour that you guys have coming. What do we need to know?
That one is quite interesting for us. We're very excited. We're going to be hitting up a couple of spots in Cape Town. And we have another special show in Ashton featuring Zolani Youth Choir, which are our friends, which we were in Russia together and managed to place. Actually, they won the competition.
Beautiful.
And we came second. So we are quite excited for Cape Town. Y'all go onto our pages and check out where we will be.
Beautiful. I love healthy competition, you know, first, second.
Yeah, you know.
Between friends, I love it for us.
We're
Keep
all
it
here.
Family.
Yeah, we're just here.
I love that. Just yeah. My lovely, lastly, let's talk about you guys and this beautiful album that you're going to be dropping.
Yes.
What do we need to know about it, and why is it so special?
Listen, the music is just so amazing. Like, I can't even begin to describe how great it's going to be for you guys to hear it, because we've been compiling this music for a while. We've had the vision to put together, like, you know, Ukisimusi as an African twist. Because we've always been seeing other famous singers that, you know, do Christmas albums. So we feel like as an artist, you know, to certify you, you got to have a Christmas album.
Yes.
yeah, some dope features as well.
Yeah.
So we've got some really nice acts on there as well. So yeah, I think it's very exciting.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful,
it's very
guys. I'm so excited for you guys. And I feel like you just keep going from strength to strength. And 2025 is going to be an even bigger year for you.
Yes.
I
We'll
cannot
see.
wait.
We'll see.
And what is the album called?
It's called Ukisimus.
And that's
A Just Six Christmas.
beautiful. I love it. Can I quickly ask, if I join the group, can I introduce myself as Grammy Award nominated?
No, let's hear you sing first.
Okay, sing fast.
You know what? My doctor.
I
called
wonder
me
when I
into
would
the-
do You and this doctor.
What's his name? What's his name?
Expresso family. I'll sing for them another time. It's injured at the moment. However, what is not injured is your pocket, son. You must go and buy this beautiful ticket at Ticket Pro. 150 is where it starts, and it is Ukisimusi, all with just 6, my lovely, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. I mean, Grammy Award nominated. Why would you not want an iconic Christmas? You know what I mean? An African Christmas show even, and one that is right there at Empress Palace. I can't wait to see you there because, like I said, I'm going to be there. Do the things that need to be done and also make sure that you stay tuned because we still got so much on the way. Beautiful Cape TZ family, are you guys still good?
We are there, my friend. We are there. They seem like the sweetest, nicest guys as well. Absolutely love that. And in case you didn't hear, Grammy nominated as well. We are here for that. Now, you might remember a little bit earlier this morning, you and rocked up just looking ridiculous. And we were like, no, you can't wear that. You need to get changed. Let's ask the professionals for some advice. I am joking. He always looks gorgeous, but he could always look better. And you're going to help him out with your choice between 2 blue looks, holiday in the Hamptons attire or a resort-ready fit. What do we want to see Ewan in today? So let's find out how y'all are feeling about his wardrobe choices this morning. Option 2 outfit is the way to go. Arlene saying good morning. Option 2 for a more summer look. Have a blessed day. You too, Arlene. I like that. Option 2 coming out. Nose out in front. Option 2 most definitely cool and weather appropriate. Besides, you will rock that look with 3 exclamation marks. Now we better. Linda Tolo saying, oh, definitely option 2. Wow, we've got an absolute dominance here. It seems that people want to see more of Ewan. Namabana saying, morning to our awesome Expresso team. Option 2 for Ewan. He'll look so smart and handsome. Well, let's see if he looks smart and handsome as he saunters in here. You do look smart, man. You know why? Because you're wearing shorts and it's really hot, so people can see that you're clever, man.
I know.
How does it make you feel to know that people wanted to see more of you?
That feels great. Thank you. Thank you. It feels great. Look, I love shorts. I love shorts. The shorter, the better. No, we're not saying that. But I mean, this is perfect.
It's true, though.
You can meet me at my catamaran after the show, and we can go in some resort luxe.
I like it.
And spend the day together if you want.
I'll get my shorts. And
you get your
join
shorts,
you.
yeah.
Absolutely
But they have to be
love it.
linen.
I was going to say, there's nothing quite like putting on the linen shorts to get the summer feels. Look at that. And he does the schmodal twist. I love it. Well done. Your choice, impeccable this morning.
Thank you, South Africa.
I don't think you could have gone wrong, though.
No. I didn't look that ridiculous this morning. Come on, can I just
A little bit, just a little bit, but you look fine now. It's okay. No, you look incredible. And you can, of course, not miss this incredible deal yourself if you buy 3 for 2. And we're talking about men's, women's, or kids' fashion, footwear, and accessories. And that's up until the 2nd of December. So think of it as your early Christmas shopping. And then you get the lowest priced item for free. So shop this offer at Willies, available in-store, online, or using their amazing app. And, of course, for T's and C's, you can visit woolworths.co.za. Very nice.
Just like that.
Give us one more little twirl.
One more little twirl.
Whoosh.
There we go. Just like that. A little bit of balance, but it's fine. We make it
knees.
work.
You've got too much air flowing over the knees.
I gotta get used to it. You see, it's like riding a skateboard for the first time. It's working, but it's fine.
We'll see you now.
See you after the break.
Do you remember the very first day of December? Police was changing their mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
Beautiful. When you,
a cool song.
Yeah, when you got the air, you just.
It just feels you want to move. It feels like I'm ready for the holiday now.
So this is a great deal. We're talking about Christmas already, but lest we forget, there's a small matter of Black Friday.
Oh, hey,
coming, my friend.
Dude, and there's some very cool Black Friday deals heading your way. We are going to run you through some of those big ones. And then, of course, we're going to be also shining that spotlight on the annual SABC Awards for Limpopo-based radio stations. Stick around for that. Very, very cool. They're doing some awesome work. So while I get into my little resort mode this morning, we'll see you after the break.
With 5 times greater plaque reduction than brushing and flossing alone. For a cleaner mouth and healthy gums. Completes the clean with Listerine.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We've got a couple of minutes before we head into our news headlines, so I thought I would use them well and fill you in. There is an opportunity to win and win big today. Powerball is sitting at an incredible jackpot of 77 million rand, and it should be yours. Come on, man. You've earned it. You deserve it. And how do you get it? Well, you can go in-store, you can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile banking app, your own cell phone banking platform, or you can dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD just to do it. As always, we'll keep those details up on our social media platforms, so you've got no excuses. 77 million rand is ridiculous amount of money, and it could be yours. Just shoot your shot. So go try Powerball today. Have a lot of positive energy when you do it, and hopefully tomorrow you'll be showing signs that you are 77 million rand richer. Well, it's almost the top of the hour. As we move into the second hour of the show, let's get into those news and sporting headlines.
Thank you so much, Graham. 2 minutes ahead of 7 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. Let's take another look at your major news stories. Starting off with your national news this morning, the Border Management Authority says the link between migration and human trafficking often puts women and children at greater risk of violence. Now, speaking at the launch of the No Violence Against Women and Children campaign, spokesperson Meme Mogotsi emphasized zero tolerance for such crimes. The authority aims to create safer border posts through strict protocols and vigilant measures. Mogotsi says officers are trained to identify and assist victims of gender-based violence and human trafficking, ensuring vulnerable individuals receive protection and support. And Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has reported a general decline in serious crime between July and September. Quarterly crime statistics released in Johannesburg yesterday indicate a 5.8% decrease in murders, a 2.5% drop in sexual offences, and an 8.8% reduction in aggravated robbery. Rape cases fell by just over 3%, contact crimes by 3%, and property-related crimes by 9.9%. Now, while acknowledging progress, Mchunu emphasised the need for stronger law enforcement to sustain these gains, highlighting both achievements and areas requiring continued attention. Over to international news headlines. Egyptian authorities report 16 people missing and 28 rescued after the tourist boat Sea Story sank in the Red Sea with 44 people aboard. Departing near Marsa Alam for a diving trip, the crew were Egyptian, while passengers included Spanish, British, German and US nationals. The cause remains unclear, though. No technical faults were reported, but forecasts from the Egyptian Meteorological Authority warned of strong winds of up to 70 kilometers per hour and high waves. Search efforts are still ongoing, involving the Navy and armed forces. And Israeli and US officials suggest Israel and Lebanon are nearing a ceasefire agreement with Israel's cabinet meeting today. The proposed 60-day truce aims to end fighting between Israel and Hezbollah, involving an Israeli withdrawal from southern Lebanon and Hezbollah's exit from the region. The Lebanese army would reportedly increase its presence in vacated areas. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has agreed in principle, and Lebanese Deputy Parliament Speaker Elias Boussab indicated no serious obstacles remain, according to reports. And we'll end with this story. Cape Town's Good Hope FM kicked off its 16 days of activism campaign yesterday with a 5-kilometer walk along Sea Point Promenade, rallying men to tackle gender-based violence head-on. Now, under the hashtag Be the Change, the station's men are leading the charge to inspire action against alarming statistics, including over 9,300 reported rape cases in just 3 months. Now, through themed programming, the station will be engaging survivors, advocates and organizations like Mosaic Western Cape and the Good Men Foundation to promote awareness and solutions. From survivor stories on the morning show to highlighting shelters like Sarki Bartman Center, the campaign will equip listeners with tools to combat gender-based violence. Business manager Masitole Mdingane words hit really home. If not us, who? If not now, when? So a big well done to Good Hope FM for leading that charge. Keep up that good work. That's your news headlines here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take another look at your sports.
Thank you so much, Ewan. It's not often that we report on stories like this. 13-year-old Vaib Hav Suryavanshi, he has made history as the youngest cricketer ever sold in an IPL auction, outshining some veteran fast bowlers like Bhuveshwar Kumar and Deepak Chahar. The left-handed batter and spinner from Bihar was bought by the Rajasthan Royals for a cool $130,000. That was during the record-breaking auction in Jeddah, having entered at a base price of 35,000, or just over half of that, 35.5 rather. Now, Suryavansh's rapid rise includes a domestic Ranji debut at the age of 12 and then selection for India's under-19 squad as well at 13, where he certainly impressed against Australia. Well, it seems like the seniors were buoyed by his performance. India producing a dominant display to crush Australia by 295 runs in their first test in Perth, securing a historic victory. So chasing an improbable 534, Australia was dismissed for 238 late on day 4, despite a resilient 89 from Travis Head and then 47 from Mitchell Marsh. Jasprit Bumrah, he led the charge with figures of 3 for 42, taking 8 wickets in the match in total, while Mohammad Siraj, he added 3 for 51 in a clinical bowling effort. Now let's turn to Formula One and some great news on the horizon. Formula One have announced an agreement in principle with General Motors to introduce a GM Cadillac team as the 11th entrant on the grid in 2026. So after a year-long evaluation, GM, in partnership with TWG Global, demonstrated significant progress and have now confirmed plans to join as a team and eventually as an engine supplier. Further updates on the application process are anticipated, but very exciting news. Watch that space. Well, it seems that a space has been left by Tiger Woods. He has sadly confirmed yesterday that he will not participate in the Hero World Challenge from the 5th to the 8th of December in Albany in the Bahamas, now extending his competitive hiatus. The 15-time major champion who hosts the event, in fact, was expected to take an exemption spot, but now remains sidelined after undergoing micro-decompression surgery in September. Woods last competed in July, missing the cut at the British Open. I think so many people excited to see him in this new format of golf as well, but I have no doubt he will be back. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's get a traffic update.
Oh, yes, let's guide you through those roads because, my friend, it does seem like things are a little bit hectic this morning in and around Mzansi. Let's start off in Gauteng. In Pretoria, there's been an accident involving 2 trucks on the N4 westbound after the ramp from Watermeyer Street. The left lanes are affected, resulting in slow-moving traffic. Please do avoid the affected area and exercise extreme caution when passing through. It does seem like it is quite the standstill over there, so please do be cautious. Then over in the mother city, delays are expected for motorists making use of the N7 South at the N1 inbound ramp. Please maintain a safe following distance, won't you, and drive safely. We always ask you to please make sure that you buckle up and get to where you're going in one piece. We're going to keep you up to date with those traffic updates, but for now, let's update you about the weather. It is severe alerts that are coming from all across South Africa today, and the South African Weather Service has said South Africans should brace for a day of challenging weather with warnings for severe thunderstorms, strong winds, damaging waves, fire danger, and heat waves across several regions. These conditions could impact infrastructure, property, as well as safety. Residents are urged to stay alert and take precautions, please, especially in areas prone to extreme weather. With persistently high temperatures expected in parts of KZN, the Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga and Limpopo, the heat wave is a major concern. For full details and specifications of those region updates, you can visit the South African Weather Service website. Now, my favorite part of this time of the morning, it is your beautiful sunrise view. We always ask you to show us what your side of life looks like on 063-408-8863. All you got to do is snap that picture and send it on through. And right about now, it is a huge shout out to Kathy from Margate, who has done the Lord's work, my love. Those absolutely beautiful colors coming through from the sky, flowing into the sea. Kathy, you are a photographer, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This is absolutely gorgeous, and it's making me feel very, very sad that I'm not near the beach right now, but I'm living vicariously through you, my love. And we want to live through you as well. 063-408-8863. Show us that sunrise view, won't you, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Let's get you ready for the rest of the day, though, with a little bit of your temperatures.
Whatever the weather, Black Friday is coming, my friends. I think we have got the plug-in for you. So yes, Black Friday fever is upon us, and game stores, they are stepping up. They are leading the charge with some unbeatable deals on everything that you need and some stuff that you didn't know you needed yet. From some must-have appliances to those everyday essentials, and that's what I love about their value offering. They've got us covered. So we're going to dive into some of what we think are the hottest deals that you can grab this week.
Yeah, for sure. Look, you get a special and then you get a proper Black Friday deal these ones. So we're going to run you through some of our favorites. Here's the first one. Upgrade your kitchen game with the Milex Air Fryer 5 litre. It's a nice big one.
Nice.
So whether you are frying, roasting or baking, it really is your perfect companion for quick and healthy meals. If you don't have an air fryer just yet, this is it. The best part, it's only 699 Rand.
That's
ridiculous. That is cheap.
Great. That is crazy. That is a great jumping off point. Let's take it one step further. Movie nights, gaming marathons. Hopefully you're going to have a lot of them as you start to wind down your year. Well, they just got an upgrade, courtesy of the Samsung Crystal UHD 4K TV. It's spectacular. It is now only, this is a spectacular price, 6,999 Rand. That's 4,000 Rand saved. That is a Black Friday deal, and that will make your entertainment dreams come true. I think a lot of people think they will never, can never. It's going to be too much.
This is great.
699
this is what I love, because this is the time of the year where you can buy things that you really need.
Your investment
you know what
pieces.
I'm saying? Your investment pieces. And here's something else for you. You can stay productive or entertained with the ProLine Intel Celeron laptop.
Ooh.
So whether you want it for work, studies, streaming your favorite content, it really is a steal at only 1,999.
Under $2,000 for a really good laptop.
Yep.
Come on.
Very cool.
That is incredible. I'm thinking if you're starting your kind of varsity journey, I know a lot of kids at school, often now it's required that you've got to be on the laptop. That makes it accessible. I love that. And now we can't just stop working because we're chilling out in the festive season, and cleaning just got more affordable with the Black Friday combo deal. So, and this is what I love about Game, their choice in what to drive. They've got the Sunlight dishwashing liquid refill, Domestos thick bleach, and Handy Andy cream, the staples, those refills, all three for 69 Rand. Hang on a minute. Is that wrong? We might have made a mistake with that. 69 Rand. Are you kidding? For all three?
But I mean, the thing is, I don't know if it's the phase of life that I'm in right now, but that's the one that gets me most excited. You know what I'm saying?
Is it weird that I get excited to smell the bleach when I walk into the house? I'm like, it's been sterilized. It's clean.
And you know, for the dishwasher, and you know, these things are expensive. But I mean, look at that deal. It's 69 Rand for all three.
And it is so worth checking out Game, because I think we go there for the big ticket items, those investment pieces that we keep joking about. But when you look at what they sell, their maize meal, the staples in this, kind of hygiene space, those sorts of things, unbelievable. They use their buying power to help us, and that is amazing. Man.
And have they helped us this morning? So there we have it, some really, really big savings. You do not want to miss out on these deals. What you need to do is you need to head on over to your nearest Game store or shop online at game.co.za to go and grab these Black Friday specials before they are gone, because trust me, they are going to go very, very quickly. Graham is about to...
As soon as we can get there, they are going to go.
Oh my word, you know what? I am absolutely excited for Black Friday. Why? Because we always just win when it comes to the peeps like Game, okay? And I cannot wait for you to go and take advantage of those beautiful specials. However, my friend, I want you to take advantage of this beautiful morning, because we have all the energy that you need for the rest of the day. And coming up, Grant Hines is going to be checking out the beautiful Suzuki Swift and its Swift ways. And then we're also going to be hearing all about the annual awards for the SABC's Limpopo-based radio stations. It is big, it is beautiful, especially in the year 2024, and we're going to be telling you more about it. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take just a small break, and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, beautiful family. It's always so good to be with you. And we got lots to celebrate, all right? Especially at this time of the year. And I am so excited because the SABC is yet again bringing us the awards that are all about celebrating the Limpopo-based radio stations and all of the artists who make the music that is from Tonga as well as Chivenda, absolutely known all over the country. And this time around, son, I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening because, you know, the SABC, we're always leveling up. And, you know, in the name of 100% just allowing social cohesion to happen, you know, promoting language and culture and our heritage, this is why we have these awards. And I cannot wait for us to hear more about them from none other than SABC Business Manager. I am here with Mr. Matikana Machila, everybody! How are you, sir?
Fantastic, thanks. How are you doing?
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm actually such a fan of these awards because I feel like, you know, the music that comes from the Tonga language as well as Chivenda language, it's honestly always something that, you know, sometimes doesn't get all of the necessary attention that it should, right? But let's talk about the inception of these awards. Why did they start?
Okay, so with the Shizonga Music Awards and the Palapala FM Chivenda Music Awards, what we're trying to do as the SABC is to celebrate the rich cultural heritage of South African music.
Yes.
We're also trying to make sure that as the only radio stations that safeguard, you know, the cultural heritage of Batsonga, Bapedi, and Mavenda, we always are the first ones who are going to break some of the great songs that come in these specific languages. But also, I mean, you'd know, a lot of the artists that make it in the industry always have to struggle to get airplay. And, you know, these days it's easy because they are on social media. But what we're trying to do is to create that platform where they can always have somebody who plays their music, somebody who celebrates them, but also somebody who takes their music and puts it on the national stage. It's not just Limpopo artists, it's everyone who sings either in Chivenda, Shitsonga, or Sepedi who's going to be a part of that nomination process.
I love that. And who better than the SABC?
Of course.
I always say the other radio stations is just small us. We can do national.
Look, it's a party in Limpopo. So from September all the way to December, what we're doing as the SABC Limpopo Combo, we're lining up a lot of the music industry campaigns. These are the festivals. These are the awards. I mean, just this coming Saturday, we're doing the Tobela FM Gospel Festival, where we're putting a very big stage for a lot of artists from this country and a lot of those that come from the grassroots.
Yes, I love that. And, you know, I mean, earlier on, I did share my own opinion about how, you know, this music doesn't always get the spotlight that it deserves. Do you agree? And, you know, what can we do to kind of make it better if you do?
Well, I wouldn't say I agree fully because already we are doing something as the SABC Limpopo Combo. I mean, look at all the categories that we have. You know, you've got upcoming artists, you've got Best Shitsonga collaboration, you've got Best Chivenda traditional. So what we are doing as the SABC is putting that platform already. So we're proactive in terms of making sure that all our artists get that piece of the pie in terms of being on the space, but also the celebration of that music. I mean, you can't make good music and no one plays it. So that's why we as the SABC Limpopo Combo are that platform for you to make sure that your music is played.
Beautiful. And okay, Mr. Business Manager, you can't just come here and be a business manager. We'll talk about business. You know, why is this a business move that, you know, is honestly a good one for the SABC, particularly when we talk about, you know, even listenership for the radio station?
Sure. So Zanelli would know that there's a very big discussion going on now in the country about the role of the SABC funding models. One of the key things that we're trying to do as the SABC Limpopo Combo and the SABC across is to make sure that our radio stations do meet the mandate that we are obliged to, you know, give to the big South Africans that follow us. But secondly, we need to make sure that the SABC lives on. I mean, the SABC is almost 90 years now. If we as the business managers, if we as presenters, if we as business don't think about better ways to make sure that the SABC generates revenue, then we're losing out. So these are not just a celebration, but it's also a model that we're trying to introduce where we bring in more revenue into the SABC, but also celebrate our artists. You would know, you know, post-COVID, a lot of them have not been getting gigs. A lot of them have not been getting anything that gives them a reward for the best and the great music that they do. So for us as the SABC Limpopo Combo, to be able to put them on that space is something that we take quite huge pride in.
I love that. I can tell from how you're speaking about it, Matikana. But now talk to us about this, because you said there's the 3 events, right?
Sure.
The Palapala FM Chivenda Music Awards, the Tobela FM Gospel Festival, as well as the Shitsonga Music Awards, right?
Shitsonga.
I was going to say, please help me.
No,
it's so bad. I said Shitsonga.
No, it's working. Actually, you know, Xhosa and Shitsonga are closely related.
Really?
You've got 2 SABC radio stations that are called the same thing because of the different languages we think they're different. different. You've got Umhlobo Wenene and then you've got Mungana Lonene.
Yes.
That's just the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's actually
Yeah.
true. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
But talk to me about these. What are the details that everyone needs to know and how can they be part of them?
Sure. So this Saturday we're doing the Tobela FM Gospel Festival. This year we decided that because we're celebrating 30 years of democracy, let's celebrate South African music, but also celebrate our listeners. Tobela FM boasts for almost 3 million listeners in this country. So we're going to be giving away a car. If you come to the Gospel Festival, you buy a 300 ticket and you stand a chance of driving out a brand new car.
Yes.
We also are giving away 64,000. This is the number of years that we have been having as a radio station broadcasting. Yes. Then the next weekend on the 7th, we're doing the Chivenda Music Awards. This is a relaunch. We haven't had the Chivenda Music Awards since COVID. So what we are doing is we're putting them on the ground at Nandoni Dam, Kalahari Waterfront.
Yes.
We are looking at making sure that all the artists that are nominated get that big exposure, but this prize monies that are winning.
Yeah.
And on the 21st of December is the Shitsonga Music Awards. The Shitsonga Music Awards is in its 19th year now. So you can imagine the amount of work that we've been doing as the SABC. And for us, is that pride moment where we're saying for the past 19 years, we've been able to celebrate Shitsonga music.
Yes.
And we'd love it if you guys can join us for this festival.
Even me with
yes,
my
please.
bed's
We'll
time.
fly you. We'll
Thank
fly
you. I'm so excited. This is amazing. But I also know that one thing I love about what's happening at the moment, I think you mentioned it earlier on, and you were just like, you know, when we talk about Limpopo-based music, or just, you know, the music that comes from the artists that are from there, it's really getting a lot more spotlight because of the likes of social media.
Sure.
Like a lot of the trending sounds on TikTok at the moment are from Limpopo artists, which is so incredible.
Correct. I mean, look at the van rap movement.
Yes.
There's a lot of vendor rap that is coming out now and popping. A lot of the guys are in this space. But you also have Sepedi traditional music, Manyalo music, you know, where you've got people like Pleasure. But, I mean, look at DJ Mlungis, the guys that make singing in Shitsonga fun and public. So we're looking forward to showcasing all of this great talent, but also making sure that our work as the SABC is not neglected.
Beautiful. It's not being neglected at all. You're even helping us to pronounce Shitsong.
Shitsong.
You see, I did it. Thank you. I can't believe
Well
it. Thank you so much, Mr. Machila, and congratulations on just the great work that you guys are doing. And here's just to bigger and better. And the fact that you're giving away a car and 64,000 rand, I'm definitely there.
Massive. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
so
huge. And this is how the SABC does it, my lovely. We don't play small. No. We always make sure that we indeed touch each and every part of the country. It's a mandate, and comrades, we are there to fulfill it. And I'm so excited for the Limpopo-based awards, which are going to be happening. I want to tell you one last time, 30th November 2024 at the Polokwane Cricket Club, Tobela FM Gospel Festival. Then on the 7th of December, in Thohoyandou, Limpopo, the Palapala FM Chivenda Music Awards. And then on the 21st of December at the Nkowankowa, or rather Nkowankowa Stadium, it is the Shitsonga Music Awards. Shitsonga. I got it right, ne? Thank you. Make sure that you're there. I will see you there, my lovely. And all of the best to all of the nominated beautiful artists, because they are doing such incredible work. Right about now, I want to check on my beautiful Cape Teasy babies. Are you guys still good?
Living the life. That's all I can say.
She is funny today, man.
You're
you are
funny today.
making me laugh
You are
today.
funny.
I think you can add comedian to the list. I love it. But thank you for inspiring us to get out there and take in some amazing acts. Now we just need the perfect ride,
dude,
to get us there.
Let's focus for a second on, I think, arguably the most popular little car on the
with good
road.
reason.
Or we can't call it a car, really. It's like just a little bundle of awesomeness. It really is. We're going to take you on an unforgettable journey right now with the all-new Suzuki Swift. I mean, from track sessions to scenic drives and even a bit of perfume making.
What? Oh, I love that. Well, there's only one man to do it, and he is fully invested in this car. In fact, he drives one himself, and it's our tech and gaming guru, Grant Hines. He's going to take us through a day of fun, adventure, iconic style, and yes, perfume making. Let's take a very swift look. See what I did?
We're kicking off the Suzuki Swift Feel Iconic experience at Hazendal Wine Estate. We're going to be treated to a bunch of features that are going to blow our minds. So this is where it actually kicks off.
When you find a car that can reflect your scene and help you reach your goals, be a part of your routine.
the Suzuki Spirit for you. It is bold and exciting. It is completely unexpected. Incredible journey with the Suzuki Swift. Matt, what was the vision behind this campaign?
So today we're showcasing the all-new Suzuki Swift, the 4th generation model, and we're here in the Western Cape on the beautiful roads showcasing it to the media and to the public for the very first time.
The Swift has always had a loyal following in South Africa. What is the new one doing to deepen that connection with South Africans?
Yes, so for the new 4th generation Swift, it's built on all the iconic elements of the Swift. It's undeniably Swift. It also has a loyal following in South Africa with passionate people that are passionate about driving and having fun. And the Swift really gives fun to drive experience to people in South Africa. And that's everything that the new Swift is all about. We're very happy to say that this particular model is probably the most comprehensively safety-equipped vehicle in its segment. So with 6 airbags as standard, ESP across the range, brake assist, ABS and ISOFIX, it really represents a good package, and that's standard across the range. So from the entry-level GL all the way to the GLX, to have those features as standard really is a standout for this model in its segment.
So we've just learned everything we need to know about the 4th generation Suzuki Swift. So let's get behind the wheel. This car is so nippy for something that looks so good. Look, we've got one coming past us right now. Look at that. That's what we look like from the outside. And look how quiet it is. Like, we're driving in full wind, Cape Town wind, and it's so quiet inside. You can really hear it. We've stopped at Elgin, which is the perfect place for a little gymkhana.
Yeah, I've done 1 or 2 gymkhanas before in my life. You get to feel the dynamic handling of the car, the lightness of the car especially. It's actually phenomenal.
It's my turn to do this gymkhana. Let's see if I've got full control of the new Swift. 3, 2, 1, go!
That's
The Gymkhana was an excellent choice for Suzuki to do on a trip like this, because a lot of people underestimate how responsive the Swift actually is, and that is the perfect way to demonstrate its drivability. Not bad. Not bad. I love the way the car feels on the road, the nippiness. It's so responsive. It looks like a racing steering wheel with all the controls. We've got the volume control for the music, which is really cool. We've got cruise control here on the GLX, which is awesome. I've got a button here that actually allows me to access Android Auto. We're taking a break from the twists and turns of driving the Suzuki Swift and now creating our own individual scent, just like the uniqueness of the Suzuki Swift. Iconic. Suzuki are all about expressing your individuality, and a new car smell is such a big part of a new car experience. So Suzuki made us design our own scent. How genius. It's such a feature-packed car for this price. Man. Spent the whole 12 hours with the iconic Swift, and look, Justin Nomad's making this particular model even more iconic.
So the inspiration for the new Suzuki Swift was basically cartooning, taking something which is a 3D object and going almost backwards to its design elements. This color is not on the market, so it was a really nice, vibrant color to choose. Also, it's a wrap that we did, and it worked really well with the spray paint, adding a different tone of the same color to it in order to kind of give it more movement, more motion, more texture.
Favorite feature of the Swift so far actually is an interesting one. For me, it's the 6 airbags. I think that's a really important addition, and doing that as standard is something that I particularly care about in a small hatchback like that. So definitely the 6 airbags.
The new CVT gearbox in this current gen is smoother, it's more efficient, it's quieter, it's just better.
The fact that the driver's seat is now height adjustable means that you can easily find a good position. And in the GLX, the steering wheel is actually trimmed in leather. So it's nice and soft feeling. and the refinement of the car is particularly improved over the last model. You can really feel it in the engine, actually.
Either you're affordable or you're quality. Swift is probably the only one that can straddle both. So it gives you great quality with a very good spec, and it's one of the most affordable in the segment.
What a day of excitement driving with that Suzuki Swift. I'm so full of adventure. If you want to drive the Suzuki Swift, and I recommend you do, it's on my list of must-drives, make sure that you go to suzukiauto.co.za or visit your nearest dealership and book a test drive. Let's keep making every drive another chance to be iconic in the brand new Suzuki Swift. I mean, I want to go drive it again. I know it's been a long day. Oh.
Nicely done, nicely done.
I love that kid, man.
It's so much energy, but I mean, that little Swift, how amazing is it? And that much car for literally like a Black Friday deal.
Completely,
I mean,
man.
that price is unbelievable for that little car, what it can do.
Great after sales. We've obviously built a beautiful relationship with the broader Suzuki family over the last couple of years, and they pack a lot of value into these little cars, and it delivers. Performance-wise, clearly it delivers. If the most energetic human being on the planet, okay, can pour his energy into it, you know you are winning, man. Beautiful.
Festive is on us with Mrs. Balls. Make every dish a celebration with the unforgettable taste of Mzansi's #1 chutney. Bring your flavor to the table with Mrs. Balls and add that Mzansi flair to stand a chance to win your share of 40,000 Rand in cash. Take a picture of your most festive recipe starring Mrs. Balls and share it on the competition post on Expresso's social pages using hashtag Mrs. Balls. Show us why everybody loves the Mrs. this festive season. Competition closes 6 December. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, we've just taken a deep breath. It's going to get crazy and insane in the kitchen. Fun, festive, and flavorful. That's what we signed up for, and that's what the festive season is all about. And this year, Woolworths is bringing back a selection of easy-to-make foodie kits. They are genius and perfect for the festive season for the whole family. These easy, entertaining solutions are perfect to indulge your cravings while having a whole lot of fun in the kitchen. And we are so proud to be joined by two of our favorite little bakers in the world, Hamish McGregor and Jaylee Jacolia Hasqua. Did I say it right? You got to say it with power. Love you guys.
Hello,
how are you
guys.
guys doing? Hamish, how you guys? You good?
Good.
You strong? You've grown, man. You've grown like a foot since the last time I saw you. He's going to catch up with Jaylee in a moment. He is standing on a box. They gave me a box to stand on, but they forgot that Carl Wasty isn't here today. Oh, that was rude. That was rude. So, guys, we've got the most amazing kits to play around with here. Hamish and I are going to make the mixed berry-flavoured marshmallows.
Lovely.
Can you top that?
I don't think
so.
Of course, Jaylee, we're going to do churros in a chocolate sauce.
Oh, get out.
Yes.
Wow.
So, Jaylee, what's your favourite Christmas kind of treat? What do you love? Chocolate cake. All right. Well, this is up there. This is up there. Hamish, what about you?
Do you eat mince pies? Hey?
Kind of.
Kind of.
There's a confusing question.
Don't ask a child a question that you don't want an honest answer for on TV, okay? But are we going to eat our mixed berry-flavoured marshmallows? I think so. These look amazing. Okay, so you're going to kick us off there with our churros, which is so awesome because anything that's interactive, you can dip it. And you can smother it in chocolate and hopefully not burn the milk. What are you doing?
So I'm just mixing the milk because we were so engaged with this discussion that the milk almost kind of
frothed over.
And we want to be careful. All right, so Jenny, we're going to make the churros. And what I love about these kits from Willies, they come as is, even a little recipe card. Did you read it? Do you know what we're doing? Because you've got to tell me. But it comes with everything you need to make these beautiful churros and the wooden board to serve, because you want to go and serve in style as well. And this is the great thing about these kits from Willies, is it really makes things easy, so you don't have to think too hard about how you're going to do Christmas, how you're going to present things. It's great.
But it also doesn't separate the family, because there's nothing worse when mom's in the kitchen baking or dad's in the kitchen preparing food and the kids are under the Christmas tree just causing trouble. And it's just, you want everyone in the same place having fun and engaging.
Let's make the chocolate sauce first. So we're going to do that. You want to cut it open for me? There's the scissors over there. And then we're going to just mix it into our little milk here.
Very good.
Look at you go. Okay. Ooh. Go for it.
Don't be jealous of the chocolate sauce, Hamish. It's okay. I think our marshmallow mix is going to taste even better.
Ooh, can you smell that? Hey?
You're trying to make us a bit jealous on the side. I can't smell anything. It smells
Perfect.
terrible.
Well
on
done.
Your side of the kitchen.
Look at that.
I can't smell anything.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Can you smell
Nothing.
that?
No, we don't smell a
Nothing?
thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look delicious.
Oh, whatever.
It looks amazing. It's already got that gloss on it.
So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. Perfect. And what we have now here, we have some water and we have some butter. It's all on the recipe right there. Okay. So this is our churro mix. So now we want to do the same. We're going to mix that into there now. Okay.
Right, she's very excited about the prospect.
I think we need to get started on.
Okay, go for it.
I know, you're chomping at the bit. Okay, I'm going to let you get started because I feel the same pain here. To be this close to this much deliciousness is hectic. Okay, so we're not going to be pouring it out yet because we need to let it sit for a while. So we basically just need to mix. So what we need to start mixing is our beautiful marshmallow mixture.
That's all good.
How does
and
that
now,
look? Okay, amazing. So
now
I'm
we
going to
want
open it and you're
just
going to pour it. You want to cut it
throw me an egg in there as well.
Actually, I can open
What I'll do is I'm going to
Look at
change
you.
utensil.
Okay, pour it all in.
Pop it in there for me.
Da, da, da.
Yes. Lovely stuff.
So
well
easy,
done.
Man. How's it going there? Ooh, that looks like a good shoe post.
And another one as well for me.
Goodness. Okay, I'm going to cut this little one here because it's
better.
It really does. It's berry, it's fresh. It smells like childhood.
You've done that before, haven't you?
And that's our gelatine, I think.
Fantastic.
In. All right, buddy, I'm going to ask you to put in the water and mix. And it really is as simple as that. Slowly, slowly. No, I'm joking.
Let's see.
Man. You can pour it in.
There's you can rinse your hands over there. All right, so our churro mix is coming together very nicely. So what we've done now, Daily, so we have a finished product. You can see, look how beautifully that comes together. You see, so we just wanted to heat up nicely, keep it, look at that. And then we're going to place it, want it cool, into a piping bag that's also provided in this little kit, which we have there. All right, so let me turn this one off quickly.
I think it's super simple. So Hamish was saying it's more tasty, but it has less work to do.
Really?
Dropping bombs.
But this is more fun.
I don't know.
This is more fun.
There is fun in simplicity,
bring that scissors for me again.
For some of us.
But if you
grab that scissors for me quickly.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go,
if
love.
you don't want to really make anything big,
Yeah.
but you want something tasty from your family,
Exactly.
and you don't want to make something like that takes a long time.
Exactly. He is dropping truth bombs on the show. I absolutely love that. What do you think? Is that the right kind of consistency? Well, I think so. And then we're just going to let that set.
Make it better.
Make it better. We can. And then the joy is, at the end of it, you can dress it up with a little bit of icing and you can have a whole lot of fun. I would get some sprinkles, start creating little shapes and things. Do you know what? I need to taste it. Are we allowed to have a little taste test? Use that spoon to have just a little taste to see what the mixture's like.
Nice. Look at that.
Hey, that was
well,
quite
our churros are coming along nicely. I'm just saying.
Did you pipe them out through the...
I did. Look, we used everything. Wow. And then I just used a scissor. So we, like around 7 centimeters in length, or if you really want to go, you can do the whole thing. But
Jaylee, we're not tempted to just make one big, gigantic churro, just squeeze the whole thing in there.
That would be nice,
I think we could do it.
Yeah. So what...
Amazing.
Was it amazing?
And it's not even done yet.
He had a sneaky little taste test just to see the flavor profile, and it's absolutely delicious.
Better.
Better. Pour more love into it. How's it looking? Is it browning nicely? Bottom line is, you can do this yourself at home, have fun, but most importantly, get stuck in. So please, when you're thinking about festive treats, don't just think about the end result. Think about the journey that's going to take you there and indulge in festive fun with Willies' assortment of foodie gifts. This is such a great way to show your love. You can shop these very easy, entertaining gifts in-store, online, or using the amazing app. And as an added bonus, we've thrown in a 1,000 Rand Willies gift card as a nice little giveaway just for you. So if you want to enter, you've got to go to our competition post on the Expresso Facebook.
Bless you, my friend.
One more? No, it's not there. I mean, who only gets one sneeze? I feel like I've been underdone now. Facebook or X, there we go. Thank you, son. Or our Instagram page, and tell us which easy-to-make Willies foodie kit will be in your stocking this festive season. There are some amazing offers, so go and check them out. And don't forget to include hashtag Willies Christmas. That competition closes at midnight. That's Wednesday, the 27th of November. So not a huge amount of time, guys. 24 hours, jump on it. And you can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Well, we've mixed to perfection here, and then we would simply pour it onto our tray, let it set, and then we would ice, and we can have a whole lot of fun.
Have you guys actually done anything? I'm just saying, because myself and Jaylee over here,
we've had a lovely conversation.
Oh, great. You know, we actually did some work, which I feel, Jaylee, you deserve a churro now.
No, fair game. I think they both deserve a churro after that, actually. I think let's spread the love and bring
that churros over here quickly.
You've earned it.
So take one and dip it in there and chow it.
You can as well, Hamish. Don't let them...
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, the drippage.
Be honest, JD.
Go for it, bud.
I don't want a churro.
You don't want a churro. He's going for the cherry.
And how is that?
He's a disruptor.
It's good. Fantastic.
I know. I love cherries as well, man. They are beautiful. And when they're in season, they seem to be gigantic.
All right.
That was the daintiest little dip I've ever seen. Can we get a round of applause for our mini bakers this morning? Some choosing to work a lot, some choosing to work smart. I like that. However you do it, get stuck in these foodie kits. What a great way to gift someone this Christmas. Beautiful. Okay, slow down, girl. Slow down, man. I wouldn't mind.
Oh man, this is exactly what I want because I love Christmas time. And this is why I'm so excited for this next beautiful performance you're about to experience. Remember, it is Grammy Award nominated. Just 6 that is in the building, and they are getting us ready for their show, Ikismusi. And my friend, let's welcome them onto the stage with the song Christmas Time by Michael W. Smith, performed by the Kings Just 6. Everybody!
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyfully nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Lonki sululi tubisa, inkosi ephakade. Yazalelwe sibayeni, kutulizi zingelosi. Kwathula umhlaba wonke, yasuswa uvalo lonke yafika kulo mhlaba ukuzohlala nathi satulizingelo tumiso musiena. Hail the heaven, Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Life and light to all he brings. Praise with healing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by. Born that man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth. Born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing. Glory to the newborn King. Hosea tulingelo sing. Tumisi koseze.
Oh my goodness, everybody, it's just 6. What? I would cry, but I have lashes on. They're going to fall off. It's going to be a mess. And these guys are so talented, and this is why they're not going anywhere, my lovely. They're going to continue to be making your morning right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So you need to make sure that you stay here. Another reason to stick around is that we are going to be finding out how AB got to experience the MTN Win-Win Summer Tour. What is it all about, and how can you win? We're going to be finding out in a bit. And then also on the way, we get into a little bit of a Christmas dish, an apricot glazed gammon, and with some other things in between. You got to stick around. I tell you this because I care about you and I love you, and that's why I don't want you to go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after this.
The drive, the passion. Steer his path to destiny. It's a Swift.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Let's get you in the mood with the sun shining, the good vibes flowing. Summer is officially here. And to celebrate, to fully immerse himself, our favorite AB da Costa, he headed to Boulders Mall in Midrand to experience the excitement of MTN's incredible Win-Win Summer Tour. And AB got in on the action, spinning the wheel for a chance to win some incredible prizes and experience all the excitement that MTN has to offer this season. And there's a lot. Take a look.
Today we are at Boulders Mall, where the MTN Win-Win Summer campaign is in full swing. And let me tell you, we've got all the action, prizes, and surprises to help you make the most of the season. From our beach-themed activation to lifestyle giveaways, there's something for everybody. Yes, everyone, including you.
MTN is such a winning brand.
Yeah.
MTN is such an incredible, incredible brand that has been connecting people for 30 years. And to be part of something so great, the tour itself, going to different cities, different provinces, just spreading that happiness, telling people we're a bunch of winners.
Yes,
It's just, it's no DNA. Just
RSA.
That's me. We've got 75 million rands worth of prizes for people to win. So as people were spinning, people are winning vouchers with 5,000 rand.
Yeah.
People are winning cell phones, tablets, MTN vouchers, MTN gigabytes. It's an absolute insane mess. And I'm in, of course, the snazzy Mini Cooper.
Very nice.
Driving around with my 30 scooters.
Yeah,
so we might be coming to a city near you just to make you a big fat winner.
Win summer! Win summer! Win summer!
What makes the Win-Win Summer campaign so unique is because we are celebrating our South African customers with exciting and big prizes. We are giving away to the tune of 75 million rand monthly prizes and a grand prize of 3 million rand. Gauteng is at the heartbeat of South Africa's economy, and it is vibrant and with ambitious and dynamic people. This gives them an opportunity to win prizes on South Africa's best network, MTN. So the Umlaut Best Network Award is truly a testament of MTN's commitment to giving our customers the best network and also just the best service.
Oh, win-win summer! Win-win summer! Oh, let me tell you, the energy here is absolutely fantastic. MTN Win-Win Summer campaign is bringing all the excitement to communities nationwide, and it could be coming to a community near you. But now you might be asking yourself, but AB, do I still have time to join in all the fun? Well, yes. All you have to do is buy 1 gigabyte of data or more, opt in on the MTN app, or you can just simply dial *142#, follow the prompts, and you, yes you could be the next big winner. Do not miss your chance to make this summer, wait for it, unforgettable. Win-win summer! Win-win summer!
Oh man, I'm going to reiterate, you do not want to miss out on your chance to win and win big. So let's remind you why. If you buy 1 gigabyte or more, you stand a chance to share in the 75 million rand giveaway that is there. You just got to opt in via the MTN app or simply dial, as AB said, *142#. Easy as that. Plus, 1 lucky Expresso viewer stands the chance to win a preloaded Visa card to the value of 10,000 rand. So how you do it is you reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages. Name 3 of the regions that MTN will visit during their Win-Win Summer Tour. Don't forget to hashtag MTN Summer to qualify. Competition closes on the 6th of December, so you've got a little bit of time, but there's a lot of prizes and they're going fast, so get on it. You can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Thank you so much, G. While talking about winning, Mzansi, don't miss out on the Powerball jackpot. It is estimated at 77 million rand today, this Tuesday. So what are you waiting for? Go out, play now, and stand a chance to win big millions. This is a lot of money. So you can go ahead, buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# if you want to enter via USSD. Very, very easy. And we've also posted all of those details as usual on our Expresso social media pages, so go check them out. Panda Pusher Play Powerball for an estimated 77 million rand jackpot. Man, what I would do with that money is today you can walk away with that amount of money and you could become our next multi-millionaire. All right, Danele, let's see what you have for us, girl. What's happening on the show?
Listen, my lovely, I feel like I've already won. Why? Because Christmas is closer and closer. And this is why I cannot wait for us to get into the recipe about that apricot gammon that is glazed, my love. And honestly and truly, I believe that you are going to pick up a little bit of something that's going to help you with your dish for Christmas. But then we're also going to be getting into an important conversation. Earlier on, we told you about how we are within our 16 days of activism against abuse of women and children. And this is why we're going to be finding out how to navigate abusive relationships. It's going to be happening right here on Expresso, so please do stick around for that. Right now, we're going to take a short break, and we'll see you after this.
Step into a world where color meets possibility with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products and stand to win a state-of-the-art Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid worth 500,000 Rand. Simply WhatsApp your receipt, name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply. Plascon, together we've got this.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Yes, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3. Welcome to it. If you just tuned in, welcome. You've missed a lot, but we are far from done. Now, just before we head on over into our beautiful designer kitchen to cook something absolutely amazing, here's a Black Friday deal from Easy Life Kitchens. They are giving you an incredible offer of 10% off your entire project for 10 days only. You can save by paying your commitment deposit of 50,000 Rand at any showroom across Southern Africa. And this saving is valid on all new and existing quotes. It is a fantastic deal. So what you can do is you can visit their website at www.easylifekitchens.co.za, or you can just visit your nearest showroom to secure your saving. It is a massive saving if you think about doing some renovations in your kitchens. Just remember, those terms and conditions do apply, but a great saving indeed.
All right, I'm loving connecting with Caletso again. Why? Because we have the gammon. Now, how many gammons have you worked with in the last 6 months, my friend? Let's just let the people know how much you know and appreciate.
In my line of work, Christmas starts around July. So by the time it rolls around, I'm like, whew, can we have another protein?
He starts shaking. There is a reason why the gammon is here. It endures because it is amazing. Indulge in the sweet and savory flavor of festive gammons, because we must. And chef and food stylist Caletso Motao is here to create an apricot glazed gammon paired with a beautiful creamy, cheesy baked leek dish that is perfect for any festive table and slightly different, dude. So I'm going to swap sides with you so you can bond with your 7,343rd gammon of the year.
Listen, I still love gammon.
Which is saying a lot, man.
Which is saying a lot. And I think what's amazing about this Willies gammon is, you know, the work that gets done ahead of time before it comes to you into the shop, before you grab it off the shelves and cook it at home, is impeccable.
And it's the hard yards.
Yeah, so that's the smoking, the brining, to make sure that the flavor, the juiciness is just out of this world. So let me tell you a little bit about how I've prepared this. So I've skipped a couple of steps.
Okay, because I was going to ask, because the preparation, I think, is what most people step away from. It may be a bit too intimidating. What do I need to do before I actually cook it? So walk us through the process.
It is absolutely easy. And I'm going to throw in a bit of nuggets of how I prepare my gammon as well. So what you do with a gammon is you take it, it's smoked, it's brine, you put it in a pot with a liquid, right? So it could be pineapple juice, could be apple juice, could be stock, it could be water. Water works perfectly for me because I can add other aromatics and other flavors
in there. You can build it up.
Exactly. So what I've done with this one is popped it into a pot. It's a medium gammon. Popped it into a pot, some water, put some aromatics, some thyme, some bay leaf, some rosemary, some garlic, a whole head of garlic. Threw it in there.
Don't hold back.
Bring it up to a simmer. Let it just simply sit there. You can step away from it. Let it cook for about an hour.
Have a bath. You go and chill. Go and have yourself a bath.
Go have a
just
quick
relax,
bevy outside.
Yeah, play some music.
Exactly.
You know, let the gammon chill. You chill. I love that. And of course, it tends towards the sweeter side. The kind of fats that are involved here. Just for me, a gammon must have a slightly sweet profile, but don't overdo it. So I like the idea of preparing it maybe in a stock, or as you say, build it up with the herbaceousness.
Because of it's the brininess and, you know, the flavor that's in there, it does, like you said, lean itself to a bit of sweetness as well. So, and that's why we're going to make a glaze for it.
Oh, and you've got to.
And that's where the flavor sits, you know, all that yumminess, that stickiness, that's what you want. So it's quite a simple glaze. Apricot. We all love apricot. Someone has apricot jam sitting in their cupboard and they don't want to put it on bread anymore. So, so apricot jam goes into the pot, a bit of dark brown sugar.
Do you call it muscovado?
Muscovado, demerara. You can use either
or
or
the kind of syrupy
exactly,
ones. Okay.
exactly. So that's some thyme leaves as well. I'm putting some white wine vinegar and some apple juice also goes in there to make our glaze.
Balance. And I suppose because it's been brined, you're also going to have quite a saltiness to it, which is part of why I love my gammon, especially the day after as a cold meat. Come on, get out of town.
Gammon sandwich?
I don't know if you were going to give me a high five there or if that was a super awkward moment. I thought it deserves a high five because it is. It's amazing. The day and the day after.
The day and the day after. So exactly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my gammon. It's cooked. I've let it cool down. What I like to do is instead of cooking it for like the hour 40 minutes that it requires, I'll cook it for like an hour 15.
Okay.
Turn off the stove, let it come to temperature in that brine so that osmosis, all that liquid kind of just reabsorbs in there. And then I take it out once it's cooled and then I score the skin and the fat. So sometimes I take the skin off, sometimes I just keep the skin on. Sharp knife, you score into the fat because as you're roasting it, you want that fat to render and become crispy
There we
juicy,
go. And
just
it's
delicious.
twofold because the rendering isn't just about the crispy crackling, which you need. Let's be honest, you're failing at life if you don't have a crunch. But it's also going to render the flavor of the fat.
So that fat is almost going to start basting that gammon as it's cooking, rebasting it, reintroducing more delicious
Stop with
flavors.
the sexy talk, man. We don't
Listen
be basting
here.
for hours, and that's just ridiculous.
If people are not running to buy gammons right now, I don't know what else they need.
And it is a kind of a panicky thing. Kudos for Woolworths for having the different sizes so that you can kind of really plan your meal, because you've got to plan your festive table. It does take a lot often. Taking so much of the guesswork and the preparation work out of it, so you know exactly what you have to do and where it slots in on the production line. It's a big thing. Man.
And I love the fact that they also come, there's a medium, there's a large, there's a bone-in, there's an easy to cook, there's a smoked one. There's such a big range for different sizes of gatherings. So it might be you and a significant other. It might be the whole family. It might be the whole family and the extended family and the friends.
Yeah.
And, you know, so everyone's catered for. There is a gammon for your occasion.
I love that. And it is. It's just an accessible way to bring the festive cheer. So even if you're not going to go the whole hog with all of the roasts and things, a little bit of gammon goes a long way. You know it's Christmas. Look at that.
So glaze, put that into the oven. Every now and then I'm just going to rebaste it as it's, you know, cooking and the skin is kind of just getting crispy and it's rendering and beautiful. And then with that, I'm going to serve, like you said, a cheesy, leek, creamy situation. I mean, leeks, we love leeks.
Oh, man, the flavor profile. And if you cook them right, they melt in your mouth.
Exactly. So this recipe is super easy. While your gammon is cooking, you can get this going. What you do is cut your leeks in half lengthways.
Okay.
Just sear them in the pan just to get that nice golden color. Take them off, then make a quick white sauce on the side. Add some cheese, pour that over into the oven, bang.
It's like
you have a showstopper of a side.
And it's going to be quite nice and creamy. There's some strong flavors in there as well that'll compete with the gammon nicely. So it's not going to just be completely overshadowed.
Exactly.
There you go, a simple and easy way to create a festive feast without the hours and hours being poured into the roast. A lot of people will be worried about the crisp. Is it a mystery? Is it something that you have to do extra? Or if you just let it cook properly, it's going to come?
Let it cook properly. Allow that, you know, that stickiness to kind of just amalgamate and become extra sticky and become crispy. Give it the time it needs. It's very, very, very hard to overcook a gammon. If you follow the right steps, you'll have a very delicious, crispy gammon.
Because you've already worked on it. You've already poured all of your love and energy into it. So we're going to pour some back into you. Absolutely love this, Expresso. Thank you so much, man. Rewards members, get this. You can buy any 2 gammons and get 20% off. So why are you buying one? Come on, just get real. This offer is valid until the 1st of December. These are going to go like hotcakes. Please get your gammon in now. And you can find T's and C's at woolworths.co.za. I'm going to say it, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's never too early. That looks exquisite. Well done. Yeah. Yay.
Can we eat it?
Oh, man, I look forward to that. That is one recipe that needs to be on every Christmas table. I was joking this morning. I was saying about a month ago, I was never ready for the festive season, but now bring it on. I'm here for it, and I'm excited. With those recipes, your Christmas festive season is made, that's for sure. We're going to take a very quick break, and we're going to dive into some very important discussions and conversation. Of course, yesterday we saw 16 days of activism against gender-based violence kicking off, and we are going to be talking about how to navigate abusive relationships after the break, so stick around for that. And if you are someone who is in need of help, who is in an abusive relationship, or know of someone, there is a helpline as well, 0800 150 150, with people ready and waiting to hear your call and help you out. We'll dive into those discussions after the break.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show indeed. And this morning, we told you that, yes, it is all about the great vibes that we can bring you in the morning, but we also always have to have those important conversations. We are within 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in this country, and we are here to have this conversation because we know that abusive relationships can sometimes go on and become a cycle, and victims don't know how to come out of it or get help. And we today are going to be sitting down with two ladies who are here, in fact, to tell us what are the facts as well as what can we do to navigate abusive relationships. So, beautiful Expresso family, please can we welcome to our chairs today. It is none other than Queen Maloban, who is the Gauteng General Manager of Metropolitan, as well as none other than Marisha Singh Naika, who is a therapist and pro-activist at Heartlines and Faith Action to End GBV. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And thank you so much for all of the great work that you're doing, actually. I think that's one of the biggest things. But Marisha, I'm going to start with you, especially because, you know, you've done a lot of work with dealing with a lot of victims in abusive relationships. Can you talk to us a little bit about, you know, some of the experiences and common signs that people have in terms of trying to downplay what is an abusive relationship?
Thank you, Zanele. So I think often victims themselves or survivors don't even realize that I am in abusive relationships because this is the nature of abuse.
Yes.
That it makes you believe that there's nothing wrong here. This is just life. This is the way relationships are supposed to be. And so the criticism that you face, the belittling, the dehumanizing, the words that says you are nothing, you are less than, becomes almost everyday life. And so often victims, you know, don't realize, hey, this is happening to me. I am being abused.
Yeah.
And that can be quite harsh, you know, the realization that could it be that I am a victim? And it would mean taking back your power to say, I can have a different life. This relationship, I can end it. It can be different.
And it's not what I deserve.
Absolutely. It's not what I deserve. It's not, I'm worthy of something that is meaningful and healthy. And I do deserve that, so absolutely.
100%. And Queen, I want to talk to you just a little bit about, you know, the power dynamics that sometimes come into play in different relationships. You know, I think a lot of the time people think of abuse and they only think of physical abuse. But of course, we also know that there's emotional, psychological, or even financial. Can you talk to us about those power dynamics?
I think what you're mentioning, Zanele, is very important. You know, we normally think abuse is what we can see, but I think the worst is the emotional abuse that a lot of people suffer. And I think one of the realization I've come to it's that it doesn't choose, you know, whether you're a professional. It's amazing how, it's actually shocking how many of us as professional women actually get to go through that abuse. And I think there's different reasons why people would stay. And the power dynamics a lot of the time involves financial matters, where you find that a woman is dependent on the husband or the partner to take care of her and the children financially. And that becomes a very controlling relationship, whereby when you think about getting out, you're thinking, how am I going to survive? How am I going to be able to take care of my children? And I think that's where, you know, the challenges for many women come through. And some of them, it's because of financial reasons that they find themselves staying in that kind of relationship. And I think, you know, this morning I'd like to say to a lot of women, there's a ways and means you can actually get yourself out of that situation. But it's important to sort of like craft a financial plan to say, if I live here, you know, what does it mean for me, for my children financially? What are the things that I need to look at changing? How do I downgrade my life if it requires that? Do I have a savings plan? And I think if you do not, then you have to make sure that you start planning and you actually start saving money towards, you know, your end goal in terms of when I live here, what it is that I want to build for myself and my children, and how am I going to go about it. So you might want to have your secret, you know, I always say it's a secret savings account, whether it's a tax-free account. And funny enough, most people don't know that, you know, you find sometimes that employers actually allow employees to actually put money aside, that you even get a different payslip for that, so that nobody can actually know that you're actually putting money aside.
That's beautiful. And I was actually going to say, I think one of the things I'm very grateful for, especially with us having these conversations, is actually coming to realize what are the measures that are in place where we can get help. You know, even if you speak to your bank or whatever it may be. And I think we're going to touch on that a little bit more in a bit, Queen. But Marisha, I want to come to you because we all know about Stockholm Syndrome. And of course, you know, this is something that develops in relationships. Can you talk to us a little bit about how it is that it actually develops in relationships and how one is able to possibly overcome it?
Okay, so Stockholm Syndrome was initially formulated or seen between a relationship between a kidnapper or captor and the person that has been kidnapped.
Yes.
And then it's now been transformed to abusive relationships as well.
Yes.
Where the victim or the survivor develops feelings or wanting to protect, wanting to take care of, because of the trauma bonding that happens in that situation. So they would even validate and defend the abuser. And that happens because, again, of the trauma that is happening, but they bond over the trauma.
That is so scary. And especially to think of how it becomes a cycle, sadly, a lot of the time. But I do also know that, you know, there are ways to get out of it. And I think that's what's the most important thing, you know, knowing that there is help there. But one of the most difficult things that a lot of people find, you know, in terms of trying to move out of an abusive relationship is, just like you mentioned, the finances. So what are the options that people are able to look at exactly, Queen, when it comes to that?
I think it's very important to do a proper financial plan, whether you do it with your financial advisor or you do it with a financial planner.
Yes.
But I think once you realize that you're ready to make that move, is to look at what is my income, what are my expenses, how much money can I put away? You know, when I move out, where am I going to stay with my children? Or where am I going to move into? And I think a lot of the time people suffer a lot of societal pressure in terms of, I need to keep up with this lifestyle. But also it's realizing that is the lifestyle worth your life? It's the lifestyle worth your well-being.
And those
you
are
know,
the
and
questions
actually
we need to
making sure that
ask.
you put those plans. And you need to also look at, if you have, you know, policies in place, you have financial, you know, means in place. For example, one of the things that we normally don't look at is, do I have a life cover, for example? Who are the beneficiaries of my life cover?
Yes.
And a lot of people we know culturally in black families, a lot of people are married in community of property. And I think when you get out of a relationship, you need to realize that, what happens if something happens to me? You know, will this man be able to look after my children? And how is it that I'm able to protect what I have, but also making sure that I protect my children?
100%.
You know.
And Queen, these are the questions that I think I'm so glad we are actually asking this morning, and we're able to also answer them. And ladies, thank you once again for the incredible work that you're doing at the moment. I think that this is exactly what we need to be able to hopefully one day end the pandemic that is gender-based violence in this country. So thank you.
Thank you.
Do not go anywhere, Expresso family, because these conversations are what we are getting into. And of course, it's going to be continuing soon enough as well. Right about now, we actually want to hear from you, because we asked you, what more can South Africans do to hopefully end gender-based violence in our country? And Ewan is standing by with those answers. Ewan, tell us what's happening, my friend.
Well, we are starting, or at least continuing, a vitally important conversation that should be 365, not just over the 16 days of activism, but thankfully we do have a window for added amplification, if you will, over the 16 days of activism, which kicked off yesterday. So we put it to you guys, what more can South Africans do to combat GBV? And you can hear how exhausted I am asking this question, how many thousands of times we've broached this on this show and any TV platform that I've been on, because it is a pandemic. It's a scourge that exists in our country. So cool to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of your comments coming through. Sue Ellen Davids, good morning. Sue Ellen says, in order for people to have been through, who have been through GBV, safe and holistic homes and environments need to be available to them. Places where they can feel safe and secure. More of these places need to be built or developed. Many people stay in these relationships due to indoctrinated fear, which holds them hostage more than fear of the perpetrator. May healing be over all. Very, very good comment.
Yes,
and it's something
clearly.
that our love Dr. Reverend Vuyani will talk to us about in a bit as well.
Teresa Van Veek saying continuous awareness about GBV is vitally important. Speak up.
That's the thing.
Stop GBV. And it is. I know you've recently been through something yourself. You unfortunately can't feel awkward, can't feel like, oh no, it's not my place to step into someone else's private space. When a child, a woman or a man, anyone is being abused and you even have that feeling, you have to do something.
Yeah, here's another one from Anthea. Good morning, Anthea. There's too much red tape. Police are reluctant to take the cases. Victims are not given enough support when going through the process from making the case to getting the protection order. Now, that is a very important point as well. Absolutely agree with that. I think more can be done,
And I know that they are working very closely with police officers to crest that wave. And I myself, indirectly, have been through that process, so I know exactly what she is talking about. And it's not to say that there aren't incredible investigators, those working directly with abuse victims within the police space that aren't doing an amazing job, an incredible job putting themselves in the worst space imaginable because they feel they have to. But the bottom line is that's just a few. We need more, much more.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for your comments. We love reading them. Please keep them coming. We're going to take a very quick break, and when we come back, we will continue that chat around how to navigate abusive relationships and what we need to know. We have an expert in the field with us. Reverend Vuyani is here, the love pastor. He's going to also give us a piece of his advice this morning. And also, if you are, like we said earlier on, someone who's going through or in an abusive relationship, or somebody that desperately needs help, or know of someone that needs help, there is a fantastic helpline available, 0800 150 150. It is a very easy number to remember, but the help is just on the other side. And like we heard there, speak up. We'll see you after the break.
Dreaming of the perfect night's sleep? One lucky viewer stands to win a queen-size Hybrido Dream base set and memory foam pillow worth 18,000 Rand from Restonic. Simply reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, X or IG pages and tell us, if you could give your bedroom a makeover for the best sleep experience, which iDream mattress would you pick? iDream Whisper, iDream Zonal Comfort, Hybrido Dream or iDream Zonal Plush, and why? Remember the hashtag Power of Sleep. Competition closes 26 November. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Tuesday. And as we mark the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, we recognize the urgent need to address this pervasive problem of domestic abuse. It happens far too frequently. Abusive relationships can have rather long-lasting effects on both partners and children specifically, causing emotional trauma. Now, this morning, Reverend Vuyani Bue, also known as the Love Pastor, is a counselor, marriage officer, and a motivational speaker, and he is here this morning as we dive deeper into this discussion. It's lovely to have you, Reverend. Thank you very much. Always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.
For your little pearls of wisdom
great
this
to be
morning.
here.
Yeah. Look, I know that you work very hard in this particular space, and we had a little bit of a conversation earlier. I mean, it's just mind-blowing how frequently this happens very close to us, and oftentimes we don't even know about it. And we said speak out. I mean, that is the first step, but it's hard, I think, for people in those particular situations to go about speaking out. So I guess the goal here is to ultimately prevent an abusive relationship. I think even more so under younger generations. How do we do that? How do we approach it?
As you said, prevention. The most important thing you can do about abuse is to be able to identify it even before it gets close. There are certain telltale signs, you know, that will always expose themselves about an abuser, because leaving is the later part, but identifying is the most important part. One, an abuser, I've coined this term that they specialize in fascination before assassination.
Fascination before assassination.
Fascination before assassination. He smothers you with love. Everything revolves around you, you know, but at the very same time, he takes you away from your family, takes you away from your comfort zone, takes you away from your protection. You know, you cannot have an opinion. Everything is about him. What he wants goes, no matter you agree or you don't agree, you know, and it's always that, you know, you have to be separated. You know, in the meantime, while he smothers you with love, you are being separated, you are being sort of psychologically conditioned.
And it happens so slowly that you don't almost realize it.
Yes, and it always manifests in loving loudly. You know, the bigger messaging, the bigger messaging is that I love you, and it will be gifts. Everybody will see that this guy has fallen head over heels with you. And this is the message that will sit outside while you are being assassinated on the inside. This is the fascination I am talking about. So he creates this facade, you know, that you are the happiest girl ever. In fact, he is God's gift to you. But on the inside, you know, you have been psychologically separated. You have been given the impression, you know, that if I keep him happy, and everything will be fine. And in fact, nothing could be further from the truth.
No, and you lose yourself in that process. And I guess it's also one of the reasons why it's so difficult to take that step and say something, because you are in the scenario. I mean, how do you even approach it? I think misconceptions around an abusive relationship, what are those? What are you seeing in your field when it comes to those? And for us to understand, you know, for people that really want to step out and help, what are some of those misconceptions so we can recognize what's going on?
One of the biggest misconceptions is that if a person looks happy and they look as if everything, you know, is okay, it never is. You always have to look deeper because the signs are very subtle. They're very subtle. When people are secluded, when a wife or a partner is not even allowed to greet neighbors, when the children should not socialize, you know, when everything about this person is controlled and they seldom come out of their shell, that is a sign that person could be in an abusive relationship.
I see.
You know, and whatever is love related, it is always publicized for everyone to see, you know. But this person never comes out, and you never really get to experience who they are, who that person they are, and they're always, you know, living in fear of their partner. You know, they may not say anything, but you could the body language when the partner is around tells you that this person is uncomfortable. How can you be uncomfortable with a person that you love?
Exactly, and this is why it's important to have periods like this, like 16 days of activism, so we can hear from experts in the field. We do have some comments as well that we quickly want to run through on social media, what we've asked you here. We have Annie saying, what is she saying? She is a domineering, controlling spirit is a red flag. When that surfaces, it is evidence of abuse within the family unit. So there we have it. Just a quick part. You can go read that entire comment on social media as well. We have another one as well for you from Toe. Good morning, Toe. Says anger outburst, alcohol and drug abuse, isolation, self-withdrawal, self-neglection, aggression, crying without an apparent reason. So those kind of signs you would also attribute to somebody that is in an abusive relationship.
Exactly.
So there's definitely a lot, and I can see that there's a lot of education out there already, but I see some of our previous comments that came through, something that you spoke to me is building a center, giving somebody a safe space, and this is where you come in and a little bit about your work.
This is what we do as part of Elite Labantu, an NGO that is based in Gugulethu. We have a safe house. You know, I won't mention where it is, but we are able to rescue women in these abusive situations where they do not have anywhere to go. You know, then we're able to put them in that safe house. You know, if they don't have any skill, there is some training that we put them through so that they can be able to earn money, you know, on their own. They get taught how to do nails, how to do, you know, a crash course in beautician. Then when they've gotten the certificate, they're able to start something on their own, because most of the times an abuser will prohibit you from earning your own income, because that provision that seems to be steeped in love, it is actually a controlling mechanism. You don't earn, you don't do anything. I provide for you. I am your life. I am your center. I am in control. I will dictate your coming and going, you know, but at the very same time, you know, I will do everything for you, because the abuser is a sick person. Inside the abuser's mind and heart is a very, very abused and afraid little boy.
Look, there's a lot still that needs to be said, and I know that over the next coming days we will unpack it as well. So thank you very much, Reverend. I think the most important part as well, not only speaking out on the person that's being abused side, but that the abuser or the perpetrators are held accountable. And this is where us as the public come involved. If you see something, if you hear something, don't just stand, you know, act and get involved and make sure that those are held accountable. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time and your insight this morning. I mean, that's all from our relationship talk for this morning, but please make sure to check up and support your loved ones and reach out for help if you need it. We'll see you all again next week with relationship advice and discussions on very, very important topics.
Our Jen said it all, and I hope that you do take heed of that specific warning, but also absolutely everything that you need to be able to possibly support someone else if they find themselves in that situation. And if it is you, my love, I promise you, there's always help and there is always ways to get out of it. With that being said, you did hear that we will be continuing those conversations all throughout the 16 days. However, right about now, I want to tell you about how my fave, Carissa, she got to go and experience the Clicks Beauty Playground. And she did so all in the name of experiencing the most incredible beauty haven, where it's all about play, it's all about luxury, and it's all about pampering. And I know that this is what you deserve, because Clicks always gets it right when we come to that. But you know what? I don't want to just say things. We want to show you. Let's check out Carissa going to experience the Clicks Beauty Playground for 2024. Check this out.
Hello, Expresso family. Welcome to the most anticipated event of the year. Of course, I'm talking about the Clicks Beauty Playground right here on the ground at the Sandton Convention Center. So come with me as we delve into all things in the world of beauty and innovation. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see, so this is the 4th Clicks Beauty Playground. How exciting, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Please talk me through the vision and also the evolution of the Clicks Beauty Playground throughout the years.
So we started this actually just after COVID, and we were so scared. Only 400 people, and look at us now. We're over almost 4,000 people in this center. But really, the reason we started Beauty Playground is because we are the beauty experts, right? And we want people to just come and experience our brands. And really, when they think beauty, the first place that we want our customers to think about is Clicks.
To me, that's an obvious choice, but let's talk about the Clicks in-house products. What is the vision there? What are we going for, and why are we pushing this?
I think about 12,000 Clicks branded products in our stores, and specifically in beauty, we've got Smudge, which is really affordable, great quality brands that you can use for makeup. And also, we've got lots of exclusive brands that you can only find in Clicks. And our buyers get these from everywhere across the world just to bring them to our South African consumers.
Portia M in the flesh, looking stunning in a yellow, of course, representing your brand at its finest. You're on the ground at Clicks Beauty Playground. Tell me more about your hair care, and then also, why did you partner with Clicks?
So this is definitely a Portia M beauty revolution. We want to be that house of beauty for everything, from your head to your toe. We're taking care of your skin, we're taking care of your hair. This was a long time coming. It's been a dream for me as an entrepreneur. I feel like it's a full circle moment.
Vivu, it's so good to see you here on the ground at the Clicks Beauty Playground. Tell me, what brought you here today?
Well, I'm a new Clicks Beauty Squad member, so I'm part of the family. And I've always loved Clicks. I remember my mom used to entice me with the chalk sticks to make sure that I can come to Clicks with her. So I've always loved coming to the stores since being a child. And now I'm part of the squad. Great times. I would say the ideas around masculinity have broadened, which allow men to explore their individuality more.
It's the wonderful, the gracious, the gorgeous TK. Of course you would be here because you've been part of the Clicks Beauty Squad for so long now. Tell me, what excites you most about being part of the squad and coming through today?
I think that the Clicks Beauty Squad has become a movement. It's become a bit of a force. And with that force comes the responsibility of education, of being passionate about sharing information and just, empowering other people. And I think that's what makes me so excited to be part of this glorious event and part of the squad.
I love that you're saying empowered, because when I think of beauty, I think about empowerment.
Yes.
But what does beauty mean to you?
Beauty for me is a state of being. And when you're in that state of being, in your most authentic, kindest, strongest, happiest self, naturally it shines through on the outside.
I think what's wonderful about these fairs, and particularly the Clicks Beauty Playground, is that we're understanding and redefining beauty as well. So we're looking a little bit more at what beauty means to us. The Body Shop just gave an incredible talk on the change of beauty, how inclusive beauty should be, that it's every shape, form, size.
And I think with Dev, it's real beauty, authenticity, drop the filter, show up as you are. And I think that the beauty industry is having this evolution at the moment. It's catching a huge wake up, and it's an exciting time to be a woman.
Clicks Beauty Playground is up to 70 of the top brands when it comes to skincare, makeup, hair care, and even fragrances. Right here, you can get your personalized beauty needs taken care of, as well as discover whatever Clicks has to offer just for you. Why is it important for Clicks to support local brands?
Look, I'm a proudly South African black female, which is something that we actually also really drive. So getting our black South African entrepreneurs into our stores. But it's really not just about the products, right? We want to build a sustainable economy. So it's something that's very close to my heart, and it's something that we'll continue to do as Clicks.
I definitely am going to step up my beauty regime. I tend to be a little bit lazy when it comes to my evening skincare routine, and I do know that your skin repairs best at night. So after today, I want my skin to be nice and clear. So yeah, I'll definitely be stepping up in that aspect.
On my side, I will be stepping up in terms of sunscreen. I tend to skip that part, but I realize it's so important because I have hyperpigmentation as well. So for sun damage, it's something that I need to do more of.
All I can say is, wow, this year's Clicks Beauty Playground has really taken it up a notch and showed us what beauty really means. They've redefined everything to do with skincare, makeup, all things to do with taking care of our hair, as well as smelling good in every space we walk into. I can't wait to see what else they have for us next year. Clicks, well done. I'll see you next year.
Oh, honey, didn't I tell you that it was absolutely a beauty haven? And of course, from skincare innovation to health and cosmetics essentials, Clicks is the one that always has your back and makes sure that you have the best of the best.
Mix and match any 3 festive gifts with a purple sticker and get the cheapest one free. That's great deals with festive feels from Clicks.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Expresso family. All in the name of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. We've been having very important conversations this morning, and one that I am super excited for us to get into is one that puts the power into the hands of the woman. I am talking about Empower, that is led by Mark Grobela, and this morning we're hearing all about how it is we can truly defend ourselves, but also why it's so important to be able to do so. On top of that, my friend, just in case you did not know, here are some shocking statistics about gender-based violence in South Africa. 33% of women over 18 find themselves being victims to it, making that over 7 million individuals that are experiencing it in their lifetime. Alarmingly, 77% of men reported showcased controlling behavior, showing how deep-rooted the issue actually is. And this is why we're here to have this conversation. And we want to, my friend, in response to all of this, just showcase how it is that women can defend themselves. But this is why Mark and his team decided that they wanted to do what they're doing with Empower and allow women to be empowered. So let's have it. Mark, how are you?
How's it, Danetta? Nice to be here.
It's so good to have you with us. And thank you, Mark. Thank you for wanting to do something about this crazy, terrible statistic that we find in South Africa. And can I actually ask you, in terms of the response to gender-based violence, what do you think is missing?
I think action is missing. And what I mean by that is, every year around 16 days of activism, and rightfully so, we talk about it for 16 days.
Yeah.
And on the 17th day, I had a comment I used to use, or I still do use, what now? It's now day 17, we move on to something else. Now, while activism is important, we need to talk about it.
Yeah.
We need to do something about it. So, there's so many people, let's just say, fluffing this up, making it into an event that people do at companies, and we get together and we talk. But then what has been done after that? Something, activism without action is just talk.
Yes.
And I think the time for talk is long gone.
Yeah.
We need to actually do something.
100%, and especially just thinking about the fact that, you know, this is not just something that physically affects people, it also is a mental challenge, you know, something that really just weighs down on women emotionally. So talk to me about what Empower exactly is doing with your programs, particularly in that realm.
So I think, you know, so over 11,000 women have been through our program over the last couple of years, and a common question I ask everybody at the beginning of the program is, do you think you can immobilize me?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing karate my whole life. We're going to get to it in a minute. I show them a piece of wood and I say, do you think you can punch through the board?
Yeah.
And I think most people's perception around, most women's perception around self-defense is that they can't.
Sure.
And the reality behind that is typical self-defense, as most people understand it, is the realm for people that want to train every day. And if I were to say to you, Zinelli, do you want to rock up somewhere 3 times a week, get dressed in a funny outfit and get punched on the nose? Because that's what people associate self-defense with.
Yes.
Our approach is completely different. It's a 2-hour program, and it gives you the ability to make a choice when you find yourself in a threatening situation. And you walk away with the belief
that you're able to do
that you can do something, as opposed to a controlled environment where when you leave, you think you can do something.
And can I actually say, when you showed me that we were going to be doing this, which can I ask you, Mark, can we get to it, please?
Yeah.
I said I was scared. That was the first thing. I said, I don't know if I'll be able to. So can we jump on into this and see, you know, just how it is I can actually do it? I'm nervous.
So here's a piece of wood.
Okay.
It's not, as a lot of people say, it's not manufactured. It's not... and the reality, the reason why we use the board is, Zinelli, right now you think it's impossible, correct? Because you've never done it.
Yes.
And the technique, and we're not going to get into too much detail on the technique, but in the program we really run into the detail around how the technique works.
Yes.
But once you've done this, do you think you'll forget that you did it?
No.
No. Will you forget how you did it?
No.
Will you forget why you did it?
No.
So in other words, you then have something that you didn't have before.
Yes.
So before we get onto the board, I just want to run through. So what I want you to do is stand with your feet square first.
Okay.
Square to me.
Like that. Okay, like that.
Mind you, you're actually in the right position. We're going to step back with your right hip.
Okay.
I want you to put your hand on your side like that. And I want you to cover it with the other hand. Cover it with this hand.
Okay.
So stand like, and try not look like a killer, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you want to be as natural as possible. Now, my question to you is, could you get close to a man in that position?
No.
Why not? I'm not asking, do you want to?
Oh, could I?
I'm saying, if you found yourself in a situation,
Yes.
could you get close to a man like that?
100%.
Because that is a non-threatening pose.
Correct.
Correct. Now, all I want you to do from there is I want you to pull your left shoulder back.
Okay.
And I want you to punch with your right hand and hold it there for me.
Okay.
Beautiful. And again.
Okay.
So the key, how do you make your punch more powerful? Is you punch faster.
Punch faster.
So let's see that one more time.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now, because I see you've got beautiful nails and your hands are soft, we have these little pads that we use. So I want you to slip that pad onto your hand.
Okay.
Make sure it covers your knuckles, thumb out the way, hand on the side. Okay. So I'm going to hold the board up like this. Let me just move this chair back again. And I'm going to say, so we call that the 0 position. So you don't want to look like, so you want to relax. When I say hero, no, so you already just drop your
Over here.
Yeah, just nice and relaxed. When I
Okay.
say hero,
Yes.
I want you to go right through. And one of the key philosophies or one of the key concepts we speak about is you need to go through the board.
Okay.
If
so
you,
I'm
know, if
going
you
through
don't
the
go
board.
through, it can't break.
Okay, I hope this breaks on the first try because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay,
Let's
so I'm
go.
going to hold it here for you. When I say hero, you're going to go right through. Isn't it? So
Okay.
ready for me? 0. Hero. Yes.
Oh my goodness! That is so empowering.
How did that feel?
Amazing.
Well done. And again.
Oh my goodness.
It's.
I'm like shaking a little.
No, it's a very special.
It is.
Process. Now, as I said to you earlier, you now have something nobody can take away from you.
And thank you for that, Mark. Thank you so much.
It's a piece of information that is in your head, not I think I can, I know I can.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark, and thank you for all of the great work that you're doing.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Oh, Expresso family, it is incredible what Empower is doing with Mark, and the family are genuinely all about saying action needs to be done, and Empower is about that action. Right now, guys, did you see me breaking that board? Oh my goodness.
My sister, you've gone from comedian to destructor. That is absolutely awesome.
Well
Your
done.
form was incredible. I love that, but I think what I love the most is the fire that's burning in your eyes right now after doing that. I love that. Well done, girl. Absolutely awesome. Oh, man, and she looks so sweet and cute and calm. Don't cross her. So maybe you want to cook her an amazing dinner tonight, okay? That's how you can show your love. Give your midweek dinners a glow up with this. Honey butter glazed salmon, ticking so many boxes. It's sweet, it's savory, it's baked to perfection, making it an easy yet, I think, very impressive dish to be shared with loved ones, not with someone you don't like, okay?
I'll share it with you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll share it.
I'll give you some leeks. I'm glad we like hearing leeks today as well. The leeks are great. The perfect accompaniment for anything. A little bit of onion, but not too much of that. Perfect soundboard for these flavors.
That's it. So, buddy, we got some good salmon over here. So what I'm going to do is we're making this beautiful honey lemon glaze dressing for it. But our hero, like we did earlier with olive right now, is the Clover Butter cooking spray. We're going to use it. It is a fantastic product to use specifically with this dish as well. So we got our pan pot. What do you call this thing?
Yeah.
The exactly. So you want to use a nice generous amount.
And you've got the flavor profile of the butter as well.
Ooh, you can smell that, yeah. So let's just give it a nice...
Pyrotechnics, very well done.
Yeah. I was instructed to use a lot, okay?
Well, I mean, we want that flavor profile. We've called it a butter honey glazed, and this is the joy. So you're getting kind of the non-stick treatment as well, but the flavor profile cannot be overlooked.
Okay. Is that enough? Is that enough, guys?
I think so.
Good. Right. Okay. So now that that's in there, we have a nice hot whatever this is.
It's not good enough unless it's beading. You need a little beading there. Now, we want that flavor as much of it as we can get.
Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of salt and pepper. Very, very easy. I love this because making salmon like this, it really is very easy.
And when you're going to pay this much for a beautiful protein like this, hero the protein. Don't overdo it in terms of the flavor or the cooking.
Okay.
And it's worth noting the salt is going to start cooking it immediately, so don't salt your fish.
Listen to that.
Oh, we want the crispy skin, please.
Okay.
That is magical. Oh, man, I love the fact that we're introducing our Clover Butter flavor profile as well. It's going to bring that rich, creamy taste of butter to the kitchen in a very convenient butter-flavored cooking spray that does the job. It's non-stick formula, obviously helps you to achieve perfect results every time. None of those frustrations of the skin staying stuck to the pan or the poet, as we've called it. And that's whether you're baking, grilling, or frying, it'll do the job. Designed for ease, the new Clover butter-flavored cooking spray simplifies prep and cleanup as well, in fact, making it perfect for those busy weeknight cooking sessions where you want the good food, you want the good nutrients, you want the flavor, but you don't have 3 hours to spend in the kitchen.
No, but luckily with something like salmon, it really is quick. And just as a demonstration, look at this. It just slides around. No stickiness here.
I turn all master chef-y, like when there's fish skin involved, you want to crisp it up and then put it on top. But you've got to have that from a textural point of view. It makes a big difference. But the flavor,
that's the thing. That's the thing. So we're going to leave it just for a second, just to crisp up, because I love that crispy skin.
Completely.
Absolutely beautiful. And then you're going to do a quick flip on the other side.
I generally, with my salmon, I literally just sear it because I love that. I eat a lot of sashimi and I love that. The cleaner the protein, the better. But you forget that salmon does have its own natural fats in, so a little bit of rendering goes a long way. You want the flavor to permeate, and it doesn't go too fishy, which sounds ridiculous when you're cooking fish.
I'm just going to chase this along a little bit, but here you can see that crispiness already beautiful if you just touch it like that.
And it's going to have that buttery flavor profile as well.
Yeah, so obviously, I don't know if we'll have time to finish off the entire fish to perfection, but I do want to show you how to make this beautiful glaze as well.
Go for it,
So what I'll do is I'm just going to take this out very quickly. In fact, I mean, you can literally eat it the way it is right now. I mean, this has been seared, which is phenomenal. So I'm just going to take this out very quickly, and you can see there's really no fuss. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is how I normally have my salmon.
Yeah, and also
literally
with fish,
just seared on either side, but you can let those flavors
in the
develop.
same pan, we're just going to do a little bit of lemon and honey. All right.
So you're almost deglazing what's in the pan already. All those fats, that beautiful buttery flavor, just absorb all of that into your glaze immediately.
That's it. So we're just going to give that a quick mix. You're going to cook that down for just a little bit. And then when you serve, you're going to take this dressing and you're going to kind of just drizzle it over that salmon, and then you serve it on leeks.
Oh man, everything's on a leek today, okay? We sprung a leek in the kitchen, and it's okay because they are delicious. A great sounding board that doesn't take too much away from the flavor of the salmon. Just
Let's see if
complements
I
it
have
perfectly.
some time to quickly do this.
Give us a pour, my friend. Give us a pour.
Just while we have it.
Ooh, that's almost like a syrupy.
Oh, and this is where the stickiness is going to come in. Beautiful. Look at that.
Love of food, my friend. Hey?
Look at that.
Well done, buddy.
Perfect. Just like that, and bam, you are
I don't
sorted.
care how ridiculous you looked when you came in this morning. It's fine, dude. You've more than proven your worth. You've been a superstar in the kitchen today. In fact, Caletso as well. I love approaching the festive table slightly differently. Do something light, do something summery, do something delicious. Moi, man.
Cooking spray. Perfect for cooking, baking, frying, and grilling.
This Saturday evening on Tropica Island of Treasure.
It's a big day for the celeb contestants.
We have to win this in order to be safe.
I'm under immense pressure at the moment.
This is going to be a long challenge.
I'm stressed.
Tonight you'll be finding out which celeb is going home.
There's so much suspense right now.
Catch Tropica Island of Treasure Saturday evenings at 7:30 on S3. Repeat Mondays at 9 p.m. on SABC1 and Fridays at 6 p.m. on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Mzansi, listen up, please. I know we've said it a lot, but it bears saying a lot. Don't miss out on Powerball tonight. The jackpot is estimated at 77 million rand this Tuesday. So what are you waiting for? Play now, stand a chance to win big.
Absolutely. Go ahead, buy your tickets now in store on the website nationallottery.co.za, mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for those USSDs. And we've posted all of those details on our Expresso social media pages. So go check them out. Ponder, push up, play Powerball for that estimated 77 million rand jackpot today, and you could become our next multi-millionaire.
All right, one more performance, please, if you will.
Yes, please. Honey, it's just 6 with Christmas time to end off the show. Come on.
All right, check this out now. I've been around the world and
nothing can compare to the African Christmas time. Yeah. Cause the winter time is over. It's time for joy and the birth of love. Yeah. Working on the fields, waiting on the rain, and the return of our loved ones home. Special Christmas clothes are ready, 7 colors meal is cooking. It's about 90. It's that time to come together and celebrate with each other. We spread the Christmas love to everyone. Oh, Christmas time, Christmas. Oh, Christmas with mama. Christmas. I need to me, I need to your love, your love, your love. I need to be no one,
Another feel-good production.
Come on, everybody wave.